Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
There we go. We should be all happy, up and live now, hopefully. Yay, we are. Hello, all of you awesome people out there, and welcome. Ugh. Dog hair in my mouth. Alright, start again. Hello, all of you awesome people out there, and welcome back to another super awesome, mega wicked cool live stream done by myself, Disowned here, and thank you guys for joining me, especially people from the corp. It's always nice to start the fleets. It's always nice to start the streams with somebody watching. Let me just take my watch off because this makes a lot of noise as I'm waving my arms about. Put that there. Yeah, so today I'm going to be going to low and nullsec to do some data and relic sites, because I keep telling people, especially new players, that that is the best thing to do for ISK. It gets you used to flying around different areas of space, gets you used to D-scan, gets you used to doing like the mini games and flying ships, fit and all that kind of stuff. But everyone keeps telling me that apparently it's not really good for money anymore, so what better way than to actually go out and do it myself? Because to be honest, I haven't done data or relic sites for a while, and we're not going to be doing them in this shuttle here. We will actually be fitting out a little Astero. Let's see if we can just figure. I do this every time. Let's see if we can figure out the delay on the stream. Hopefully, again, it's not too bad. So if everyone can just type in a big smiley face into their chat and hit enter on it now, and let's just see how long it takes for that to come through. Hopefully not too long. In the meantime, I'll grab myself a little Astero. Oh, lovely, Mark. Yeah, we got people putting them up already. That's no more than about 5 or 6 seconds maybe, so really, really, really good. Well, lack of delay today. So I'm in 2 minds actually. I want to do data and relic sites like I said, but I don't want to get distracted by attacking things, and I won't be trying to find other people. I'll be sheerly doing data and relic sites. So, am I best going for an Astero? One of these things. 35% bonus to core combat scanner strength. 10% bonus to data and relic analyzer strength. Or am I best going for the Tech 2 frigate? 10% bonus to relic and data virus strength. 10% bonus to core combat, to core probe. So sorry, let's get this right. 10% bonus to core probe strength. Oh, can this fit the covert ops? Yes, it can. Right. So what is? Let's just show info on that so I can get the thing side by side. So I really need to start fitting these ships before I start. Oh yeah, this one's definitely better. Look at that, 37.5 bonus to scanner strength. Okay. Sorry if I'm not making much sense. I've literally just threw my kids to bed and just jumped straight on. Yeah, so we get ourselves a little Astero. And then we'll fit this bad boy out. So how is everyone doing? Do mining? Well, we will be going into gas harvesting later on. So if you're in my corp and you fancy doing some gas harvesting, get yourself a little venture kitted out. Ask Xbox Gamers S4. Where is he? Bing. Ask this guy here in the corp chat, Xbox Gamers S4 Mining, for a venture kind of gas harvesting fit, and you're more than welcome to join later on. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be fitting an Astero here. Let's just buy, I don't know, one of these ones here. That'll do. I do actually have a few Asteros dotted around, but I cannot be bothered going to find them. I really need to consolidate all my ships and stuff to one place. For some reason I've got these things. God knows what I got them for. Go away. I actually don't really need this shuttle lever anymore. Bye, shuttle. Excuse me. Yeah, we don't deal in normal shuttles. We have to buy blingy fancy things like this one. Although they're not that blingy, 325 million. In fact, just whilst we're here, before we go any further, in case you don't know anyway, I'm just going to cover all this kind of stuff. The stream is very chilled, very relaxed, so it might take us like 3 hours to actually get like 5 data or relic sites done. Don't be expecting top 100% maxed out gameplay in any sense of the word. It's more chilled out, have a laugh kind of stream. And I also do, where is it? There it is. I also do vape as well, so I hope that doesn't annoy anyone. If it does become super mega cloudy, then let me know and I'll cut it out. But usually I'm okay with it. What else? I'm actually a YouTuber, so if you want to check out my YouTube stuff, check all the little card things down below, and there'll be a link there as well. Also, if you do fancy donating to the stream, again, it's all in the links down below. Any websites to use are also down there as well. One thing I just want to quickly see if I can find, because I was trying to buy one yesterday. I think it's under cruisers. One of these things. I want one of these. I actually decide, do I want 2 of them? No, let's get one of them. No, definitely not 3. Give me one of them. Yay! For some reason, when I was trying to buy one of these yesterday, there wasn't one here. Yeah, so Mark, some of your money has just gone towards getting a yacht, which we'll do a video on that at some point in the near future. But I've wanted one of them for a while, so there we go. Right, so let's fit this bad boy out. I'm not sure if I have a fitting for these, but it shouldn't really take... Oh, shouldn't really take too long anyway. So frigates, exploration... Oh, what's this one? Relics, spelled wrong, site, web, quick scram. What's this one? This one's more like it, I think. We'll go for a separate data and relic analyzer just there. So it just seems to be a little bit better than having the single one that does both. Just takes up an extra mid, but like I said, I'm not really planning on killing things. We've got biddings already. Sebastian Tangle, oh, just subscribed on YouTube. Yes, I forgot to try and turn them off. Yeah, so they'll pop up. I don't know if you're watching, dude, but thanks for subscribing on YouTube. You get the default zombie animation because this is linked into Twitch, and for some reason it keeps popping up with YouTubey things, which it shouldn't, but there we go. Thanks a lot, dude. I don't know, what do you think on this fit here? Looks alright, doesn't it? I might just run with this, I think. Warp scram's fine. Micro warp's fine. Tech 2, one of them. Tech 2, one of them. Tech 2, one of them. Small and still armor repairer. We're not going to be fighting. Yeah, spare one of them. We're not going to be fighting anyway. But obviously, it's pointless just leaving all these blank. Might as well throw something in there. Yeah, let's just buy all of them. More biddings. Just going to have a quick swig on my coffee. Super mega cloudy. Do you know what? One of the most popular questions I get asked is, what do I say at the beginning of my videos? Because I thought I say it really clearly, but apparently not. It's hello all of you awesome people out there, and welcome back to another super awesome mega wicked cool video done by myself. And people are like, what do you say there? What is that like blah, 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 bit? And I'm like, it's super awesome mega wicked cool. I didn't know that was hard to say. Yeah, super mega cloudy. Thought you'd do it all at some point. Yep. Wow. The chat's gone from being, when I first started streaming, it's like one person popping up every now and then, or maybe two people after the conversation, to lots of different colours, because you all have different colours here. Lots of different colours flashing by. Right, let's buy all of these. Should we use the corp wallet? No, let's not be greedy. Sometimes I only use the corp wallet so everything goes here, so it's easier to fit things, but... Did I buy it? Oh, I've just bought another ship, haven't I? Oh well. Fit chip. Lovely, and I have one of these as well. I actually have another skin lying around for my Astera, which I think is this one. That's quite cool, doesn't it? I think I prefer this one. This one's got like yellow and gold on it. It's kind of cool. Right, so we're going to go with this skin here, this ship here. We'll have a quick run round just so everyone can see what's on it. So in the highs, we have the Covert Ops Cloaking Device 2. We also have the Sisters Probe Launcher. Do we have probes with us? Yes, we do. And there we go. So we've got the Sisters Core Probe Launcher with some Sisters Core Scanner Probes as well. We've got a Tech 1 Relic and a Data Analyzer. I've never really needed to train into the Tech 2 ones. Obviously, I trained the skill up and up and up and up until I was like, okay, I'm doing the Data and Relic sites quite easily now. We don't need to train into that anymore. And I've just stopped, so I've never needed to go into Tech 2 stuff. Warp Scram 2 and a 5MN Micro Warp 2 as well. We've got a Damage Control 2, Drone Damage Amplifier 2, and Energized Adaptive Nanomembrane 2, and a small Ansel Armor Repair. So we can, I mean, what's our DPS? 107. Our DPS is not great, it's not massive. Why have I got Hornets there? Oh, sorry. Yeah, why have I got them there? Don't need them. They don't work anymore. Go away. For some reason I've got 7 of them, so I need, well, we'll keep 7. Why not? Yes, we do have some drones, so we can kind of fight back a little bit. We've got a little bit of a tank. I mean, ideally, we won't really run into anyone, but it's nice to know that at least we can put some damage back on anyone who thinks they're big enough and hard enough to have a pop. So in the rigs, we've got a small anti-explosion, explosive pump 1, a small Trimark armor pump, and a small capacitor upgrade. Do we need that? Damn, we don't even need it. Wait, I'm confused. What's it actually doing? Increase the ships. Oh, sorry. I thought that for some reason. Oh, yeah, I read that wrong. As I seen the little picture of a microchip, and I thought that was a CPU thing, but no, that's obviously for scanning, helping with our probes and stuff. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head towards. Where do we head towards? Now, I believe that in Wormhole, you see they've cut down the number of Data and Relic sites that spawn. The sleeper ones are all still there. I'm pretty sure they just spawn exactly the same, but you used to be able to go in, and in each like wormhole you'd find 2, well, sometimes you wouldn't find any, but you'd find like 1 or 2 or maybe even 3, you know, Grista, Blood Raider, Sancha kind of Data and Relic sites, the ones where you could warp in, do your business and get out without any NPCs bothering you, and there was some tasty loot in there, but they've decided that it was too easy for anyone to do that. Simply go from one high-sec system, go through one wormhole, do 2 or 3 of these sites, and then come back to relatively safe without seeing a single player and have hundreds of millions in their cargo. So they decided to cut down how often they spawn in wormholes and move them all to low and null-sec, hence that's why we're going there today. So I think that they've moved them so they spawn more in the areas of space with the faction that owns them. That makes no sense whatsoever. So I can't get my words out today. So if you want to do like Sancha ones, you need to go to basically Sancha's area of space. And I think the easiest way to find that is if we go to activities in the agency. Go to probably specify, isn't it? That's fine. If we find the agents for, let's do Sancha, shall we? Let's go find the Sancha ones. So if we find out what area of space these guys are in, let's do any level of any corp. Okay, so these are kind of based down here. So hopefully, if this is Sancho's area of space here, we should have lots of Sancho things popping up. That should be around the Amar systems, isn't it? Should be. Let's just make our way to... Wow, 49 jumps. That's a long way. How many actually through high sec? 3, 4, 5... Wow, probably easy to count here, isn't it? Wow, that's a long way to go. What's closer to us? Gavistas. We're in Caldari space on it, so it's Gavistas are the closest ones. Let's see. Where is Gavista? Yeah, there. That's more like it. That's closer. Let's just head to like slap bang in the middle. Let's set a destination. Look at that. There we go. Just a hop, skip, and a jump. Although, going straight from a 0.5. This could be camped with gate camps and stuff, because it's like 2 jumps to null. I've sod it. We'll soon find out if that's a good way to go. What's going on down here then? Nothing. Yeah, so let's make our way there. We'll be doing the Gavista combat sites, the Gavista data and relic sites. Just on dock. If I'm making no sense, by the way, then please let me know. My brain's kind of all over the place because I haven't even drank my coffee yet. I sat down, I was like, oh crap, it's 5:02, quick, go live. I haven't done anything really. Usually I try and get me, wow, that's loud. Usually I try and get my head together and think about, you know, what it is I'm going to be doing. Look at that. Oh, he's already dead. I was going to say I can attack him. No, he's already dead. Where's me? Where's the circle thing? Over here. Wow, that's a bit off, isn't it? Get here. Get some logic going on down here. We'll leave that in the highs. Then so you can go down here. I'm gonna put all these things there. Move them to light thermal. But yeah, usually I try and give myself like 20 minutes to sit down and relax. But to be honest, I fell asleep on the couch while my kids were watching telly because my missus is in work tonight and I had the kids and I thought they could stay up a little bit later. So they'll go to bed and hopefully stay asleep rather than in like, putting them to bed an hour before I go live and then having them wake up just as I go live. But I fell asleep on the couch and I woke up about 8:45. I was like, oh crap, no, quick, throw them to bed. So I literally just jumped on. So yeah, a little bit scatterbrain. But I'm always a scatterbrain, to be honest. Ah, lovely. Found a lovely new brand of coffee as well, which is absolutely delicious. Right, so just a few jumps away. So how is everybody then, okay? How are you all doing? What have you all been up to in your glorious EVE Online kind of lifestyles lately? Oh, does anyone know if there's an Easter event yet for EVE Online? I haven't seen one mentioned anywhere. Has anyone seen like on a forum or something maybe that there's an Easter event? Because they done one last Easter. So I'd be surprised if they don't do one this Easter as well. Do I still have the eggs? I'm pretty sure they were called eggs. I can't remember the name. But they gave out like capsule egg pod things. Maybe they're called capsules. Caps. No. Don't know, maybe I sold them. Well, there was definitely an Easter event last year. I'd be surprised if they don't do one this year because it's been a while since we've had an event up.
Warp drive active.
Nothing yet. I know Xbox Gamer, you've been looking out for them, haven't you? Because you're super excited for them. I enjoy doing the events. It just breaks up the monotony every now and then. You come online and it's like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to grind away at these events. Get there, because usually cool skins come out as well. Unless they're going to just use the blue and white one, oh crap, what's it called? The glacial drift. They do like this one at the moment, don't they? Every event seems to have the glacial drift skin involved, rather than bringing out new ones.
Warp drive active.
So let's get going. I'm not going to bother actually doing any data or relic sites in these low sec systems since there's only 2 of them. Might as well go straight to null. We get 2 or 3 jumps into null, then we'll start from about here on 5W. Yeah, we'll start doing data and scanning things down in there. So we've got 10 viewers watching. That's pretty cool. 219 views. I don't really know how this works. Number of people who have viewed this channel. Pretty sure that was at naught when I first opened that window. So it's 219 people come to this stream, opened it and gone meh, and then moved on again. Because that's a bit of a shame if it is. With 10 people have stayed, and like 209 have gone nah and just left. Its total views over time. If that's the case, then 219 isn't bad considering I've only done like three 2-hour live streams altogether in my entire Twitch history. It's quite cool. I'm pretty sure I will actually set up the like simultaneous streaming to Twitch and YouTube, just because obviously Twitch is made more for streaming, that's why we get a lot less of a delay. Everything just seems to run a little bit smoother. You guys telling me like it's better audio, it's better quality like watching. But I just don't like the fact that I can't advertise the stream, if that makes sense. On YouTube, I literally just put like a picture up and it's got a countdown timer and it counts down like, I can have it set for like a week, a month, 24 hours, however, or I can just set a date and time and say, right, just count down to this date and time. And everyone knows, you know, when they go to the channel, it's got that clock and says, okay, this guy's going to be live in 3 days, going to be live in 2 days, going to be live in 1 day. But Twitch doesn't seem to, or at least I haven't found it, Twitch doesn't offer anything like that. I can't put any sort of notification out to everyone that I will be going live at this time. So other than using Facebook and sending emails out, I've got no way of telling people I'm going to be live. I just kind of go live and then quickly go around my Discord and stuff and be like, hey, I'm going live, quick, someone jump in, so I'm not all on my own. Yeah, but I'll live. I just like going live every now and then. I was going to put a video up tonight, but I just got stuck doing corby stuff yesterday. And it was 1:30 in the morning. I was like, okay, I should get some recording done. I was like, oh, but it's 1:30 in the morning. It's like, sod it. Live stream it is. To be honest, I was going to just make a video on exactly what I'm doing now anyway. And I figured out how to, or hopefully I've figured out how to record as well. So I can put this whole stream up on YouTube once I'm done. See how long it takes for like a 2, 3, 4 hour stream to upload. That might take a bit of a while. That's why I don't know if you can see it very well, but I should have the corp chat, the stream chat in the bottom right of the screen. That's surely so when I actually upload it to YouTube, that people can actually see what I'm talking about when I start answering questions, if obviously anyone has any. Alright, so here we go. Let's get ourselves into... Oh, we're already in low. Okay, let's just keep going. Maybe I should pay attention now. Actually, I thought I was still on high sec then. I've got local up on one screen. I also have dscan open up on my second screen as well for anyone who starts shouting at me saying, you need dscan up. I do have it. It's just on my my second screen here. Let's just change that to combat rather than showing everything. There we go. We've got new emails popping up. Oh, we've got Atrix Kenway as well. He's just sent me an email saying he's disappointed he can't actually watch because he's got a problem with Twitch not accepting his account at the moment. What are they doing over there? I don't know, we'll just leave them to it. Start using this covert ops cloak, couldn't we? That would actually help a little bit. What should we do? Was it one more? Did I say? Yeah, we'll start 1 or 2 more jumps in. I just don't want to be caught scanning on like the entrance to this little null set kind of area. So obviously people will be coming and going. If they see an Astero on D-scan, they might well try and find me. But if we're a few jumps in, hopefully we should be fairly safe. So that's not cool. And we got decloaked. Quick, run! Run away! No! Good job I bought 2 of these, isn't it? Eh. Go, go, go. That's my own fault for going straight to the gate, to be honest. Bye, pod. Yeah, let's be a little bit more tactical about this. Okay, well, little setback. Little... That was a drag bubble, wasn't it? That's why I got dragged past the gate. Well, that went well. Are we in GT? In fact, I should have an Astero around here somewhere. Estero. Oh, I thought I did. No, I'll have to go back to Jita. I'm just click this one, isn't it? Set destination. Alright, let's just quickly get back there. And we'll just forget that ever happened. I got no shuttles here. Oh, great. I'll just go in the pod. I'm not taking any of my ships there because I'm trying to get everything in one place. I don't want to start taking them back to Jita. That was fast. Wow, my mouse is stuck inside the EVE Online window. There we go. Now I can go outside. Yeah, that's what happens, to be honest. I really wasn't paying attention then. What system? Okay, it doesn't matter. It will get round it. I was a drag bubble. If I'd actually done what I used to do, which is go from gate to moon to gate, jump through, to moon to gate, jump through. It means you're not going directly to the gate, so you don't get caught out in drag bubbles like that. Oh, let's get that kill mail up. It's not much. We didn't have actually anything with us whatsoever. But 101. Look at that. Curse, Succubus. All the ships I usually fly, actually. Tristan's. Never flown a Garma. Well, I don't often fly a Garma. Retribution, I don't. Wonder how many kills they actually get there. Because I'm not one to actually sit on a gate and just wait and wait and wait for people to fall into a trap I've set. So maybe they get lots of kills. Maybe they have to sit there for an hour to get one. I really don't know. 7 jumps. We'll do the same again, but like I said, we'll just be a little bit more careful, I think. Been added as a contact, have I? Yay! Excellent standings. Lord Draken, how is it going, matey? Nice to see you. Who else have we got here? I haven't said hi to anyone, have I? We've got Mark Caesar. Hey, matey. S Bestie. Always good to see you, man. Xbox Gamers is here. Oh my god, I'm gonna butcher this one, aren't I? Your axial? That's how you say that one. Your axial. How's it going, man? We've got Dim Flame and Chaos Void. I think that's meant to say void, but it looks like it's not spelled correctly. Void. I don't know. Maybe that is how you spell void. But yeah, we've got Chaos Void with us as well. So yeah, nice to see you guys.
Warp drive active.
Let's go get ourselves another Estero. Laptop charging port died. No EVE until Tuesday. I don't think I could go like 3 or 4 days without EVE Online. I occasionally miss a day here and there, but usually because I'm doing other stuff. But to actually be sitting downstairs watching telly going, I can't play games, would be like hell. Let's go get. Why is that? I usually have that on partial. Got ourselves in that second Estero. Get it fitted out again. And probably have to keep going that way unless we do want it. I might just go to Sanchez Base actually, because everyone keeps saying Sanchez Base are the better ones. So yeah, we'll head in the opposite direction this time, but we'll play it a lot safer once we get to null. I won't have like 20% attention on the game and like the rest on other things I've got open over here. And yeah, we won't go directly to gates. I don't spend a lot of time in null, to be honest. I tend to visit. I am a null visitor. High sec guy who occasionally visits low and null. In fact, I spend a lot more time in wormholes than I do in low or null sec. You got a Twitch watch to get my fix. There's a Twitch watch. Are you watching this on a smartwatch or on your wrist? Because that could really damage your eyes after a while, I could imagine. But Lord Draken, yeah, the plan today is to get an Astero, or get a second Astero since we just lost one, and head into nullsec to go and do some data and relic sites. That's pretty much it, to be honest. We'll do that for a few hours, and then we're going to move on to gas mining. I know Xbox Gamers, who is in the chat as well right now, who's also in my corp. If you do fancy joining the corp, by the way, it's Disowned Heroes, or simply message me in game Disowned Hero. And we'll get you in. Very friendly corp, based in high sec. We have a few operations running based around absolutely none of everything you can do in the game, so it's a good corp. But yeah, we'll be doing some gas harvesting in wormhole space after some exploration. My voice is kind of funny, hold on. Best corp ever. It is the best corp in the world. Oh, speaking of Xbox Gamer, there he is. Xbox, you managed to get into absolutely every one of my videos or live streams. You just seem to pop up in random places. So what are you doing here? An adventure? Oh, made that a bit strong. Oh wait, I lost my pod as well, didn't I? Ah, what did I have in there? Oh, yeah, not much. Might need to rebuy that if the Astero needs it. And there's one or two fits where I usually go over CPU, but I don't think this Astero is one of them. I like that. What are you doing here? And his answer is simply, I've made lots of ISK. Good, that's all I need to know, mate. If you're making lots of ISK out here, then by all means go for it. Two more jumps, and then, like I said, we'll head the other way to Sanchez Space. I was hoping to go to Sanchez Space anyway until I've seen how many jumps away it was. But yeah, that's the way I think we're going to be going. What corp were these guys from anyway? Which got us? Was there anyone cool? Anyone like a huge mega corp? Never heard of them. Oh, Pandemic Legion, or someone that belongs to Pandemic Legion. Oh, Northern Coalition. I'm not too clued up on like who's friendly with who at the moment, but I'm guessing Northern Coalition and Pandemic are friends at the moment. Yeah. So I thought I could hear explosions when I first landed, so I was just thinking to myself, I was like, please say they're fighting each other and I can just sneak on through, but obviously not.
Drive active.
Okay, you've been mining gas. Good to know, man. Ugh. Excuse me, I'm all sniffly today. I was just thinking I could actually play this game by watching it in Streamlabs, although my face would annoy me being in the corner.
Warp drive active.
Right, one more. Not even one more jump actually. Just need to dock ourselves up here and get it refitted. Since no one came back and said that this fit I was using was ridiculous, I'm going to presume that it's okay. It's actually an old one, because I haven't fitted in the Astero for ages. This would have been way back before I started using Stratioses and stuff. I mean, I could go for Stratios, but like I said, I'm not planning on actually fighting anyone, so I don't really see the advantage of being in a Stratios. It's just spending more money. How much money have I actually got on me? Half a bill. That's fine. That'll be fine.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
You've made 300 mil so far mining gas. How long have you been mining the gas for? That's the real question. Because if you say I've been mining 24 hours straight, then that might not be too good. But if you've been mining for like 20 minutes and made 300 mil, then obviously that's, well, that's quite cool. Alright, so let's get in this one. Let's refit it. Not that one, was it? It was this one. They're basically the same fit, aren't they? Yeah, similar. Right, buy all, but don't buy the Astero this time because I have one. Also, don't buy 5 of them. Just buy, sorry, 7 of them. Just buy 5, and I do not need the Hornets. Yeah, that'll do. Buy. And then fit. Yes. No, I don't want them. Lovely. Whack them in there. Whack that in there. I didn't even use my armor repair, did I? I kind of knew I was dead, to be honest. I was like, ugh, we'll just see if we can get to the gate. Let's get our cool skin back on there. And let's make our way down to Sancha area of space. I hope I'm saying that right, actually. I've obviously, since a lot of this stuff's kind of said, I've over comms from time to time, but usually just words are typed out. It's quite hard to figure out how they're pronounced. Like Sancha. Pretty sure that's how you say it. Right, agency, go and find the Sancha people again. There they are. Right, so they're down here. Let's just pick a system roughly in the middle. Set destination to there. Right, so once again, we could run into some sort of trouble around here. Wait, this needs to be in the proper map, doesn't it, to open up how many ships have died and all that kind of good stuff. Shrink. There we go. Wow, 76. Well, that's twitchy. Wow, that's very twitchy. That's my mouse sensitivity on. That's on normal. 22 jumps to there. We have lost 76 ships in an hour. Wow. 4 ships there. Nothing important. Alright, so a few ship losses along the way. Wow, this system here looks like it's either being camped really, really well, or there's been some sort of fleet fight there. 76 ships in an hour seems like an awful lot. How many was there up here where we went? Which way did we go? We kind of went this way, didn't we? 0.2, 0.2. I can't remember now. I don't know. Well, we don't need to know, do we? Because we just know that it's not good and we died. Well, let's get ourselves moving. That's a hell of a lot of jumps, but yeah, it's got to be done. Got to be done. Won't actually take too long in a little frigate like this one. When you start like getting into hauler-sized things, then it obviously takes a while. I'm going to lose another one, quite possibly. Luckily, we're only in Asteros and we're not out in like giant nesters or stratioses. That'd be a bit of a pain losing them over and over again. We could always just find... should we just find a way... I thought I said don't buy these things. Fuck's egg.
Docking permission requested.
I don't need Hornets. Because the way they changed the ECM is that if you lock someone or manage to block someone's lock with Hornets, then everyone else around you can't be locked, but you can because you're the one... Oh, there it is. You're the one blocking them out. So they're a bit pointless solo. Should use a malediction so bubbles can't get you. I've never actually done data or relic sites in a malediction now. I mean, can they be used for that? Quite possibly. They have the slots, don't they? Just wouldn't get the bonuses for it. Right, we have 2 choices now. I'm going to just start making my way here, but we could always find... Oops. We could always find a wormhole and just jump 2 or 3 wormholes and get into a random area of null. Or we can head towards Sancha Space and see how we get on down there. I mean, the way we're going... Oh, go straight from a 0.5 system straight to null. Yeah, I'm not surprised. This way is kind of... oh, it's catch as well. Yeah, I'm not surprised. This way is going to be camped a bit. If we're a little bit clever about it, we should be okay, I think. But we'll find out. If I lose this, well, then I'm just going back to wormhole space. I feel safer in wormhole space. Just means we won't find as many data and relic sites. You're exploring or mining new to Eve here. Hello, Agent Welder. Nice to have you on board. Thanks for watching. We are at the moment, we're doing exploration. We are heading towards Nullsec, towards Sancha area space to try and do some Sancha data and relic sites. But in about, well, I haven't put a time limit on it, but basically when we get bored of doing exploration in like a few hours, maybe we'll be doing gas gas harvesting. We'll be jumping into wormholes to go and get some tasty gas in our super mega awesome, I've said that wrong, super awesome mega wicked cool ventures. Ventures are king of gas harvesting, especially in wormholes, because they're super cheap and they get the +2 to the warp core strength and stuff. Let's head our way down here. You can't go back to wormhole space for expo of myself. Title of the street. Oh, good point, yeah. I've already said it's low and null. I can't change now and go to wormhole space. Everyone will be so confused and like start hating. How much is your fit? Let's have a quick reminder fit for anyone then who's recently started watching. We have our little Astero here. Ooh. Ooh. I do actually have a point out long range, short range. Yeah. Get him. Get him. No, I didn't think so. Too far away. Bye. He'll stop up now for 15 minutes, won't he? So he is lucky I didn't have a long point on me. Sorry, let's go back around the fit in there. Sorry, just spotting flashes flying around. We have our Astero here. We've got the Covert Ops Cloaking Device 2 and the Sisters Core Probe Scanner in the highs. In the mid, we've got a Relic and Data Analyzer, both Tech 1, a Warp Scram 2, and the 5MN Micro Warp 2 as well. We've got Damage Control 2, Drone Damage Amplifier 2, Energized Adaptive Nanomembrane 2, and a small Ansel Arm Repair in the lows. And we have some rigs here as well. I mean, this one in particular is just going to help with us scanning sites down. These two, more just a little bit more, like a little bit of a tank. Cargo just got some nano repair paste with us to swap this out if we do actually manage to use it all and don't die before we have to reload. And we've got 5 Hobgoblin 2s with us as well. Oh, and we're sporting the nice Sisters of Eve gold exploration skin or something I think it's called. What's this one? Gold Cell. The gold cell skin. Because considering this ship's like a really nice looking ship, I think, like design wise, it does not have that many nice skins. I mean, that one's kind of cool, but definitely more of a PvP kind of skin. Don't like them at all. I don't know why they keep bringing them out. Oh, is it? Ooh. Oh, I forgot you can get this skin for this ship. How much is that going for? Oh, there is none. We find it in contracts. No. That'd be quite cool to have that skin. Very nice skin. Looks good on every ship. Obviously, it looks better on some more than others. Definitely on the Dominic's, that skin is an absolute beast. Is that a high or low skill point? Skill point wise, I'd say it's probably quite high just because near enough everything on here is Tech 2, especially with the Covert Ops Cloaking Device 2. Pretty sure that needs a fair bit of training into. Cloaking to 4. Now, I can't really tell you how long that takes because, well, I'm already trained into it. But it's going to take 29 days to get to the level 5. Wait. I thought I already had that to level 5. These two not long to train into at all. You could always swap these out for Tech 1, to be honest. So nobody will need to have any of these to Tech 1. Above Tech 1. To be honest, if you're a brand new player and you're going to do low or null sec exploration, it's a lot cheaper to get yourself into wrong window. A lot cheaper and probably about the same requirements. How much do you need to actually get in this ship? Oh, just Caldari frigates to 3. Okay, so it's probably quicker to get into an Astero, but it's cheaper to actually buy. Go up. One of these here. That's only 25 million for one of these, and then add maybe 10 mil, 20 mil on top of that. So you get a ship for under 50 mil as opposed to 100 odd mil for one of these. And that can use the Covert Ops Cloaking Device as well, so you're super safe and sneaky, and it gets near enough the same bonuses, except for when you're using your probes to actually scan down the sites, you get more of a bonus on this thing. I didn't realise it was that easy to get into this. Actually, you just need the Caldari and was it a more frigates up to level 3, and that's how you can get in them. That's quite cool. It's probably the quickest ship to get into then, isn't it, if you want to use a Covert Ops Cloaking Device. Dum 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 dum. 30 jumps. I mean, once we get into, like, again, a few jumps, I don't know, 2 or 3 jumps in, if we can get past that main area of space where I said there's been, like, quite a few kills, if we can get past there, then we can start doing, in fact, that's only, like, 2 jumps in, isn't it? Yeah, 76. It has to, I can't see that being just from a gate camp. 76 ships destroyed in an hour from just camping the gates. Unless this system gets a lot of traffic. Obviously, I'm unfamiliar with like how much traffic Null gets in the main areas, but unless this gets like a lot of traffic, I mean, it says there's only been 15 jumps in the last hour, but 76 ships destroyed. I don't really know how that works. But yeah, I'm going to go with there's been a fight there rather than is it just a huge gate camp. I'm not saying there's not going to be a little gate camp there, but I can't see it of having trapped 76 people. Alright, so not really much to do, to be honest, until we get there. Let's just rearrange these a little bit. How did I have these before? That's right, I want that one down there. That one down there. Put that there. Yeah, that there. Lovely. Bit hesitant about going. If you go straight from high sec straight to null, that's usually a bad jump to go through. You're always better, or at least I've always been told you're better going from high then to low sec and going like a few jumps to low to get into null rather than going straight from high to null. But sorry, like a 30 jump round trip, so hopefully with our like cloaking device and stuff we should in theory I think be okay. And no one again is shouting at me in the chat saying no, don't go that way, Joe, go this way, take your time and go round. So I was going to presume again I'm going the right way. Yeah. I've also lost my water bottle again. Not lost as in can't find it, lost as in the kids took it off my desk, was using it, and then the dog got hold of it, so back to using glasses. Dum 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 dum. Slowly getting there. Yeah, go that way. Bestie, you are the man when it comes to telling me how things are done because, well, I don't know, you seem to have a lot more experience than me. So if you're going to say go this way, I'm not going to take that as sarcasm or anything. I'm just going to say, okay, yeah, let's go this way. Do you use, what's that, Dalton to plan your trips? No, I don't. I don't use anything to plan my trips. I simply play it by ear and just use the in-game map as best I can. Because there's all sorts of cool things you can do with this map. I mean, I've got it set at the moment to ships destroyed in the last hour, which is obviously a good one to see if there's any like camps or anything going on. But you can change that to be ships destroyed in the last 24 hours, pilots docked up, jumps. You can have all this kind of, I mean that's industry, I don't know why that's highlighted, but you can have all of this kind of stuff selected and get all sorts of cool bits of information. I just simply use that. Even when it comes to wormholes, I do have a few wormhole websites which are linked down below if you want to go check them out, which kind of plan to where wormholes are, where to lead, that kind of stuff. But to be honest, I only really use them if I get stuck. If I jump into a wormhole and I'm there for like an hour and then try and leave and I'm like, oh no, the wormhole behind me is closed, how do I get back to high sec? Then I'll use that, I'll open it up and be like, okay, how do I get out of here? But other than that, yeah, I'd play it from by ear. It's more fun that way. To me anyway. Like I think I said in my last video at the end, I was like, so I could, in theory, go onto YouTube right now and go through forums and spend 2 or 3 hours if I wanted going through every bit of information to find out the best way to do absolutely everything I'm doing here, how to travel into null, how to do the Sanchez sites and just follow their instructions exactly. But at the end of the day, that's not me playing, then that's someone else playing having told me what to do, and that just bores me a little bit. So I just kind of play it by ear. And again, like I always say, I'm not a master at these things. I am not an absolute pro relic or data site. I'm not a pro PvP. I'm not a pro PvE. But I know enough to kind of do what I set out to do, and I have fun doing it. Oh, okay. I'll have a little spy on that later on. I think the ones I use for wormhole stuff is, let's get my Internet Explorer open, or Edge. Everyone thinks it's weird that I use Edge, but I like Edge. Just seems to be a little bit quicker. I have Eve Scout, Wormhole, PvE. Oh wait, no, that's not a thing you want. Pathfinder, W space. Yeah, Eve Scout and Pathfinder. They're the two I kind of go towards. Yeah, you can spend days and days and days. That's where YouTube comes in handy. So rather than reading through things, I just go to YouTube. Be like, hey, Joe, I'm stuck on doing this. How do I run this site? How do I do this? And you just watch a video for like 20-30 minutes. And most of the bigger guys on YouTube will have like similar to what I kind of do, where they'll show you the fit they're using, they'll tell you the strategy they're going for, and they'll say, yeah, this works, this doesn't work, blah, 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 blah. And I think that's the best way of doing it, rather than reading through a forum and having someone say, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. It's kind of like, you're basically telling me how to play. Rather than watching someone do it and be like, okay, you managed to do that quite well, I might copy his tactic, or I might just change it a bit. The forums and the websites tend to say, like, you have to do it this way, or you won't do it like that. If that makes any sense whatsoever. I don't know. I just like watching videos, I think, more than reading things. Right, so we're only, what, 5 jumps out from null anyway. So from here, or once I get actually into null, we will be going bouncing off moons and stuff, and using the cloaking device as well. So how many people? We got 13 people watching. Hello, all you 13 people out there. In case you don't know, I am a YouTube person, so you can check out my YouTube channel in the links down below. Lots of cool videos going up there. Try to get back into it, trying to get back up to 1 a day, because I was doing really well at 1 a day. I'd done like a month of getting 1 video out a day, near enough bang on 5 o'clock. And then I took a break for like a week, and I came back, and I'm really struggling to get back into it. It's almost like my little body clock and like my whole mind and schedule has just gone like, blah, no, it doesn't work no more, you can't do it. And I'm like, well, I did it before, so it's got to be possible. But yeah, slowly getting back into it. Hello, Lord Draken. Hello. Joe, what? You guys, you haven't liked it for a little while, but you guys keep putting little pictures up, which even I don't know how to do. I can do the basic smiley faces. Is that a smiley face on this? What about winky face? That's a smiley face, isn't it? Yeah, I can do the basic smiley faces. I think the last one to do it was Lord Draken. You managed to put flip this. What is flip this? How did you do that? Alright, let's keep going. 100 win. Okay. Schwedabumf. Airplane Steve, that is the best name ever. Thank you. I missed that. Was that a subscribe? Was it? I can't remember. A subscribe or a follow. Thank you so much for once it loads. For the follow. Thank you for following, matey. Nice to have you on board with us. Hope you enjoy the content. But yeah, cool name, Airplane Steve. That's one of the, I wouldn't say the better ones, but it's just one of the ones I can pronounce compared to some people that come on where it's like, what does that say? Right, getting there. Just like 2 more. Boop. Boop, boop. Got a new flavour for me, Siggy. It's not a very good one. It's a bit tasteless. Alright, so once we go through Kebbers, we'll be jumping into null, so let's see how this goes. I mean, we are fast, aren't we, ish? Yeah, 2,500 is fairly fast, so if we do jump through a gate and find ourselves straight in a bubble, it shouldn't be too difficult to burn ourselves back to the gate, although we do have quite a low tank. Swing. There we go. So if anyone's sitting on this gate, like scouting to see if anyone's coming, they won't see us. Super sneaky. There we go. See his H1 in the shuttle. They are oblivious. They do not know we are here. Shh. Sneak in, sneak in, sneak in. Yes. Low sec. I thought this was straight into null. Oh, 0.1. Yeah, it's minus 0.1. That's null, isn't it? Not low. Alright, so let's just start. Is this low? Oh, I don't know. Looks like null. Yeah, it's owned by test. Let's just start bouncing off moons rather than going straight to gates. Yeah, although this one's near enough straight to the gate anyway. It is as well, isn't it? It's like in a perfect line to the... That makes... okay. Yeah, that was a bit pointless. No, it's not actually. It's to the side. And the reason you do this, by the way, is if they've got like a normal warp bubble on the gate, then obviously you'll get stuck in it, whether you're coming in from the side, from the front, from the back, wherever. But if they're using the drag bubble, which is... I'm pretty sure it's still a thing in EVE. I haven't seen them for a while. Pretty sure it's a drag bubble we just got stuck in, actually. So yeah, this must still be about. But they work by... If you're in a line with them, so they'll put it behind the gate, and if you warp straight to the gate, then you kind of go past the gate and into the bubble. But if you're coming from an angle, so you're not in line with that, with the drag bubble, so you don't get pulled into it. So yeah, bouncing off moons is always a good idea. And probably what we should have been doing from the beginning. So we want to go about 4 jumps in, wasn't it, just to get past that system. If I know it was this system. Okay, this system said it had like 70 odd kills. It was only 2 jumps in. So we've got 11 people in local at the moment. Is that another follow we got there? We have as well Beard Egma. Sorry if I've butchered your name there, but thank you for the follow, matey. Nice to have you on board. Let's go to another moon here. Let's pop to, there we go. Let's go to this way. We should actually warp to them at 100 rather than 0. Got a cloak straight back on. There's only 11 people in here, so for 11, yeah, I really doubt it was a gate camp that killed that 76 ships, or 79 ships, however many it was. Bearded Gamer, I'm sorry matey if I've butchered your name. Look at this, they've all started putting these weird like smiley faces and stuff in. I don't even know how to do them. If I hover over them, it's got a name, Mr. Destructoid. Do I have to type that in to get them to work? Who knows? Let's jump through. So we've got Brave. Hey, I used to be in Brave a long time ago, and I wasn't in it for very long. And the first thing I did when I left, fit a stealth bomber and come straight back to see if I could maybe catch some of their fleets. So that's just the kind of guy I am. Of course it's Bearded Gamer. How did I read that wrong? Wow. A lot of X here. Xbox and Atrix, if you want to do some salvaging, mate, get yourself over here. How many people? Just me in here, so I'm safe to go straight to this gate. I will cloak up anyway, just in case someone follows me through or, you know, just happens to appear at the other side. Can you all hear me okay, by the way? Not to, in the videos, obviously I run it through Audacity and it clear out any background noise because that lump behind me can get quite loud at times because I decided to overclock it and I was like, yes, more power! Not that it's needed, but that also means it needs like more cooling so the fan's doing half well up on it. Use my tablet to watch. Okay, using your tablet to watch, okay. The emote's already ready to use. Oh, that makes more sense because to be honest, I thought you were using a smartwatch to watch and I was like, wow, that's quite that's commitment for you. I couldn't sit watching YouTube or Twitch on a smartwatch. Sounds good on your end? Lovely. Right, so let's go. Where does Sancha space start? Not quite sure. We're just heading to the middle of where like the Sancha missions are, so presuming that's their area of space. We've got one other person in system with us. Let's just get this on because we can. There we are. We're now in Brave space. I could actually open this. I couldn't wait to see if there is any. I do all my scanning and stuff on the other screen. If that becomes a pain for anyone, or if you really want to see the actual scanning process, then please let me know. I can always move it over. It just means I miss out on seeing all of the lovely. I mean, look at this. Look at these like boss graphics. They're in a league of their own. They're like next gen. Look at it. Look at that. Yeah, it means you miss out on all the awesome graphics because there's a big map just sitting in the middle of the screen. Alright. Have an Apple Watch. I used to have a smartwatch, like, going back when they first kind of came out. It was with my Sony Xperia something or other. The one that had, like, was, like, see-through at the bottom. But I never really found a use for it. It was quite cool, like, to show off to mates and be like, look, I can hit this button to find my phone and make my phone ring in my pocket, or I can get it to do this, get it to do that. Oh, great. But other than that, I didn't really see a use for it. Right, so let's pick a moon, shall we? Let's go to this one. Warp to it. I doubt they can lock me before my cloak actually activates. If they can, then that's some sort of super mega insta-lock thing, isn't it? If I can lock in under a second. 17 people in here, though. So what, next time we get to a fairly quiet or empty system, we will start scanning things down. We won't do it in here because, like I said, there's 17 people, so I've got itchy nose. 17 people here. But we will the next one. Should start using D-scan as well. I'm already travelling at the moment, so I don't really need to D-scan to see what's around because, well, most of the time I'm too far away from the gate anyway to see. Spitting, nothing. Lovely. This gate should be empty. Wow, I've got really itchy nose. Ah! Sorry if you can hear like squelching, that's not ideal. Oh, here's a question completely off topic. Does anyone notice German Shepherds, do they molt all year round or do they like have seasons? Because my German Shepherd seems to be leaving hair all over the place at the moment. And it's a bit of a pain, so it's clogged me hoover up and everything. Right, oh there we go, there's only me in here, right? So let's make ourselves, do I have a safe here? I used to be in Brave, so, oh wait, we're back in test space now, aren't we? So I wonder if I've kept any safes for here. Closed core applications, don't need that. No, I haven't. Oh, I've got a safe one jump away though, so yeah. Used to be around here at some point. Let's pick a random moon. Let's go to this one here, warp to 100. Whack that on. Let's get ourselves a safe made. Safe. Oh, we've got one person's followed us through. We'll make the safe. Alright, we'll give him a minute or two. Well, not even a minute, just a few seconds, see if he passes. Well, we can always start scanning, couldn't we? And if he doesn't leave, we'll just have everything scanned and ready to go. If we're on our way back or something. I have 3 pugs, they shed year round. My dog actually started getting quite aggressive with a little pug today when I took him out, or yesterday, sorry, when I took her out. I don't know why I keep calling him. We had to start putting a muzzle on her because we've only had her 3 weeks. But she is over 1 year old and we found out once we got her, we thought we were buying it off the original owner. It wasn't, it was the 4th owner. So we are like the 5th owner, or are we the 4th owner, I can't remember. This dog's had, and we can't quite figure out why she's being passed around so much, other than the fact that she's very barky at other dogs. When it comes to people, she doesn't bark. She likes fusses, obviously she goes over for fusses. But she doesn't like other dogs, and she's in season at the moment as well, so we can't even like take her out to go meet other dogs to see if she is actually friendly or just wants to play. I took her to the vets within a week of having her, and I thought, oh here we go, we're gonna have to walk through the vets. There was like 15 dogs. It was actually a pet hospital, and there was like 15 dogs in the waiting room, and I thought, oh my god, here we go, I'm gonna have to try and pin her down and hold it down because she'll be pulling and tugging all over the place. But she just wandered in, so I started sniffing all the other dogs. So I was like, okay, so you're not that aggressive. But then when we see another dog on the field, it's like, oh my god, you'd think she was an attack dog ready to go pounce on something. Right, so we've got one person in local with us here, and it's a different person, so maybe on D-scan. Nothing on D-scans. I'd rather we started off and we had the system to ourselves, to be honest. Sorry, let's just see what's here. Let's see if we're at least in the Sancha kind of area where we can find their things, shall we? We're in a safe, so we should be able to activate this before he finds us. Let's go for this one. In fact, I will drag this window over here, I think. Just so you guys can see. I've lost my modules now, though. There they are. Which means I need this over here as well, because I need that in conjunction. Alright, we'll drag them over. Otherwise, you're just going to hear lots of beeps and be like, what the hell's going on? Alright, so let's start scanning these things down. Let's see what exactly it is we have. That rock Neo still in local. The other guy must have just been passing through. He's decided to stay. Have we got any cool structures? No, not that we can go to anyway. One customs office. Look at that. Data site straight off the bat. Lovely. You can set keyboard shortcuts, sorry, for scanning. I have plus to make the probe size bigger, minus to make it smaller, and then 0 to actually scan. So 3 keys right next to each other. Plus and minus obviously make it a lot simpler. Look at that sand chair, lovely. Oh, right next to each other. Oops. Luckily it's censored. Having plus and minus makes it really easy, for my brain anyway, to remember exactly what I'm doing. And to change them, if we go to settings, you want shortcuts. Pretty sure, yeah, it's underneath combat. And there we go, increase probe scan. It says equals, but like the secondary function, that key is plus. And decreases around here somewhere, there it is, minus. And then to actually scan, probe scanner, 0. You can change them in there. It's under combat. It took me a while to find them originally, because I was like, why are they under combat? Since, yeah, I suppose if you're using combat scanners, then it's combat, but other than that, I wouldn't class it as combat. Two data sites. Ideally, we want the relic sites since they have the better and greater loot. I'd like to find out where this rock Neo is, because what I do in wormhole space, you'll simply go through 2, 3, 4 wormholes, just bookmark all the locations, and then just patrol backwards and forwards and see if anyone pops up on D-scan. But obviously, if you're in null and you actually get a local which actually names who's in the system, you just simply walk backwards and forwards till you find someone in that system and then wait and see if they pop up on D-scan. You've already got these things scanned down. I'd rather not lose another ship straight off the bat, so we'll call them back. They will stay saved, even though I go to another system and jump for maybe an hour. When I come back, as long as these haven't been cleared out, they will still appear as scanned down. So I'm just going to move on to the next one. Since I don't like having this guy on local, I'd rather have a quiet system.
Warp drive active.
I can't be no count, I'm cloaked. I will reload them in the next one. What's this? DW? Drone walkers, never heard of them. System not jammed. Well, lots of people in this one. And a few signatures again. We will just move on, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I should be looking for empty systems in null, shouldn't I? I shouldn't be doing data and relic sites where there's like 8 people in local. That's just suicide. Again, difference if you're in a wormhole, because no one knows you're in a wormhole, especially when you're cloaked up like this, unless they de-scan you down. You have no idea how many people are actually in the wormhole with you. But in null, it's not hard to quickly look at your local and be like, okay, there's someone new in here. I wonder if he is scanning things down. And then we'll jump through there.
Warp drive active.
Well, we've been going for an hour. And although 20 minutes, that was the little starting screen. And we're yet to actually do a single site. Hello, Cinnable. How's it going? Ooh, 44 people in here. Let's get ourselves off this gate as fast as we can. Warp to this, we're in 100. Get that thing going. Alright. We are cloaked up. He is coming awfully close to us though. Which way is he going? That way? Okay, I'm gonna go up. Oh, for flip's sake. Alright. See if we can get back through. Where's the gates? There it is. See if we can get back through the gates here. Probably not. I'm not liking null at the moment. It's not going well, is it? I might just have to stick to low sec. But I will not be making this many jumps to get back. So what, I think it was only a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I was saying, what's everyone living in null for? There's like nothing going on, and then this happens. That is two. This is ridiculous. It's not going well, is it? Fuck's sake. Fuck, I try not to swear on streams, but for fuck's sake, that's just annoying. Fuck, where are these data sites? Everyone says they've gone to null. Are these seriously that fuck it. Right, we're sticking to low, guys. We're sticking to low sec. I'm not going to null again. It's pissed me off now. I don't mind losing ships, but I like to make some progress every time I lose a ship. Not simply just go, okay, we'll go somewhere else since we died there and then just die again somewhere else. That's just ridiculous. Well, it's not ridiculous. That's Eve, isn't it, to be honest? Let's not call it ridiculous. Let's just call it what it is. It's me being inexperienced and, yeah, getting killed. Go ahead into null as soon as your computer is fixed. There's different areas of null. I mean, the area I went around not long ago and found absolutely... Maybe we should go there, actually, since I found, like, no one. Was up here. Here. Around, like, Pure Blind and Fade was completely dead. Should we just go there? Ships destroyed is very minimal. Look, let's just go there. Alright, last time in null, we're going to go up there. Because I know that's usually empty around this time. I don't think there's any huge alliances that live up there. Definitely not like the likes of Test and Brave. So we'll head that way. Last time in null, then I'm just sticking to low sec, I think. Let's change that from ships destroyed to average pilots in space. Where's that? In 30 minutes. Alright, so we've got one person here. 1 or 2. Yeah, so there's a few people kind of scattered about. 3, 2, 8 in there. 2. I mean, look at these. Empty, 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 empty. All these are empty, empty, empty. As opposed to, where did we just go then? Down here, wasn't it? 8. Oh, then again, this reckons it's kind of empty as well. Everywhere now. We're around here. I think it reckons these are empty. 1, 4. 1. Oh, I don't know. Doesn't seem to be updating very well, this map, does it?
Warp drive active.
If you're in a good corporation and all, you can do a lot. That is true. Like I said, I used to be part of Brave, and to be honest, we could fly around their areas, no problem. But since I like to play solo a lot, it meant that I would quite often just venture out on my own. And even though I could see in like the corp chat and stuff that they were talking about, so 2 or 3 guys entering their space and there'll be a little fleet following them, they'd still just manage to find me on my own, mining or doing whatever I was doing and blow me up. And I was like, I'm fed up of this, I'm going back to high sec. Oh, that annoyed me now. I don't even know why. It shouldn't do, because like I say, that is Eve, isn't it? But it has. I don't like throwing ships away, and that's essentially throwing ships away, what I've just done there. Oh, if we're flying around in our pod, we might as well. I need to get some shuttles, don't I, back up to here. Should we go around in blue pod? Red pod. Red pod for the win. Woo! Bum, 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 bum. Like a brown, actually, it's never off than a red. You can go away for now. In fact, at this point, I'm tempted just to buy a flipping magnate. Or the Tech 2 version, rather than throwing 110 mil away each time. Let's get the kill mail up for that one, actually. Let's see exactly. Obviously, lost me pod, not really important. Didn't have any implants in this time. We had that Cinnaball, he obviously jumped through. Brave, brave. We had a stealth bomber. This guy as well. 101 million. 101 million. Yeah, we've still got plenty of risk for another 4 or 5 of these, and then we have lots and lots and lots of plex which I've saved up, which is worth quad billions. Look at that, lots of plex sitting there. Lovely. Very nearly bought us a Marshall yesterday. To be honest, with moons now, the point of going to low or null to mining. Not quite sure what you mean by that one, Xbox. I think you're trying to say that there's no need to actually go to null or low for mining ores, because you can get decent ores in high sec now, but I'm not mining, I'm doing exploration. We are explorers today. Fort 1. So I type in Fort 1 here, will that bring that? No. Is it slash Fort 1? No, that's not even slash, is it? That slash. Sorry, I was trying to do one of these little... That's a command. Is it enclosed, like, pointy brackets? Fort 1. Trying to do one of the little, like, emoji things someone put on before, but I'll figure it out. I don't know.
Warp drive active.
Dum 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 dum. Right, so I'm gonna head back to. Let's get a waypoint set now. I know exactly where I'm going. It's a place I've gone before to try and get like PvP videos solo on me. And I took it. The last time I went there was about 2-3 weeks ago with a stealth bomber, and I ran into no one. Absolutely no one. Watch, it'll be completely different now, but hopefully Joe should be okay. And I want to be heading kind of. There's our home system. It's not far from there, is it? It's like in here ways and then up. Oh no, there. Other waypoints are there. We'll head them ways. I don't know what area space that is, like NPC wise, but we'll soon find out. Probably Callista's, I think. Wait, hold on, didn't I head that way to begin with? No, it was slightly further south than that. Null mining is still better. Yeah, you go to null and get some moons out there, you'll be getting a lot I don't know if it's, I wouldn't say, well actually yeah, it is, it's better ore, isn't it? I was going to say we're getting a lot more of it anyway. A lot more ore from your moon miners. Yeah, they also get different moon ores as well. And I've been going 1.5 hours, and so far all we've managed to achieve is a little bit of a tour of New Eden and losing 2 Asteros. I'm just glad I didn't decide to go Stratios. So how much is my Stratios fit at the moment? I haven't used a Stratios for ages. Is it classed as a cruiser or is it under something else? There it is. Wow, yeah, these are old ones because I haven't named them properly. That one. Yeah, they're 250 mil each then. I used to watch Chantravine's videos a lot and I managed to get hold of one of his fits there. So that's what he flies around in for 1.4 billion. In fact, I'm pretty sure that one is similar to that one. I've just whacked 2. In fact, no, it's different in it. It's nice, still got dual rep on it. Don't know, not important. Not important. Let's not get distracted with which fits I do and do not have.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, fits we want. Gonna stare out. Oops. So many corp fittings for these? No. Alright, buy one of these again. Except for them. Don't need them. And don't need them. Thank you. Now someone said I can actually fit the ship straight for me without having to unpackage it first. I always get stuck with this window when I try and do that. Yeah, so do I need to unpackage the ship first? Get in it. Now I can fit the ship. Yes. Close, not bothered about that. Take out these things, don't need them. And that should be it, ready to go. Let's rename these actually, because that's one thing I keep forgetting to do is renaming them. Let's rename it to leave me alone. There we go. Schwittering Citrix is now following. Thank you for the follow, Citrix. Nice to have you on board with us. I don't know where you've came from, but if you don't know, I am actually more of a YouTuber than a Twitch streamer, so feel free to check out my YouTube channel. It's in the link down below. I was going to put a plug in there. Every time someone follows, it's going to be like, hey, don't just watch me on here. Go watch my videos. What am I doing? I'm trying to put my skin on. I'm in the wrong window for that. Skin. That one. There we go. Right, let's try this again. I might even do 1 or 2 flipping sites on the way in high sec, just so we can actually get some sort of hacking done. Who have we got here? Dimflam. This is what I mean by people with, I wouldn't say weird names, but I can't pronounce half of them. Dimflam, someone else. Channel. Don't know if you're watching, matey, but you're in the stream. Woohoo! Right, change them to light thermal. Let's get ourselves out of here. I should actually insure this ship, but too late now, I've undocked. Since we're losing them that fast. You watch the YouTube videos? Nice to know. Nice to know. I would, as I said earlier, keep streaming to YouTube, but it's just the delay is ridiculous. At the start of the stream, we kind of roughly calculated the delay, and it was about 5 seconds at the most. On YouTube, with the same setup, same settings, just literally typing stream to YouTube rather than stream to Twitch, it's like 30-second delay. Damn it. Need to reload them as well.
Warp drive active.
There we go. We're up to 16 people. Sorry if anyone's just joined. We're going to be a little bit quiet and running out of things to talk about at the moment. Since we've lost 2 of these ships, we've done a lot of things. S Bestie has donated £5, third time lucky. Thanks a lot, matey. It's really, really, really appreciated. And once again, you are at the top there for new donation. I think, to be honest, I can now say that S Bestie has donated more than anyone else ever. I mean, you're at the top donation of like £15-ish, and the new donator, and just my overall best supporter so far. So thanks a lot, matey. It is really, really, really appreciated. And that'll probably go towards new gaming chair, because this one is really annoying me. It keeps like, in fact, though it hasn't really much this time, but it keeps lowering itself down. I mean, some of the videos I do, I like, obviously when I'm editing them, I look in the top left to see how the webcam's doing before I upload them, and I can see I'm just like slowly go down and down and down throughout the video. So that's what I'm saving up for anyway. It's a new gaming chair. Well, thanks a lot, man. Really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed SpongeBob there doing his little wiggle dance. Still got to try and figure out how to get the gifts working. To be honest, it's something I've put to one side at the moment, because I did do a few gifts of a few ships just spinning, like EVE Online ships. I think I've done the Pacifier and the Enforcer for following and subscribing, but wouldn't let me upload them. It's a bit of a shame. Spent like 2 hours like figuring out, because I've never made a GIF before. Spent like 2 hours figuring out how to do a GIF of just this ship spinning, taking the background out of like 300 different frames, and then it just went no. It's like, oh. Right, so a few more jumps here. Yeah, once we get to about Yama, I think we might just do a few high-sec ones, just so we can get some exploration done before we lose this ship again. Can't stop coughing. I think it's this fluid. It's like messing me throat up. Yeah, I was planning on having a beer or two during this stream as well, but because it was a sunny day today and the kids were playing in the garden, I decided to sit down and I had a glass or two of Bailey's coffee flavour, obviously, and it put me to sleep because I don't drink very often, especially with the sun as well. I was like, I'm tired now. That's why I had the nap earlier, and I've woke up and I'm like, do you know what, if I have a beer now, I'll probably just fall asleep. In like an hour's time, I'll be like, I'm tired now. So maybe not. Maybe another day. Maybe I'll have to arrange like a Friday night, you know, solo PvP stream and just get a few beers in and get drunk and go kill things. Lord Draken, how are you doing this? How are you getting all these weird, like, weird emojis in there? You got beers now. I want to be able to put beers in chat. Oh, it's a Twitch Prime thing. I don't know what Twitch Prime is. Is that the paid side? What do I get whenever I log in? It keeps popping up with something. Prime loot. What is Prime loot? Is that just like a notifications area? Because it keeps popping up there. Oh, cool. I've got a bit rate of 3,000. That's not good. It should be a lot higher than that. That's strange. Well, it says it's excellent, so I'm not going to question it.
Warp drive active.
Oh, Xbox can do it. Xbox, how did you do that? It's got to be a slash or a star or something, hasn't it? You're putting in before you. Oh, I've got an emoji list. Wow, how did I not know this was here? Where's the beers? Well, obviously you can't have beers without a without some Doritos. Doritos! Got it, I've sussed it. There's a button there. It would be nice now to type them in there like manually rather than searching through them. Oh, I've got to pick one now. Let's go for that one. Wouldn't let me close the window, let's click one.
Warp drive active.
Right, where is the... Oop, not that one. Pink. Alright, next system, we'll start to kind of things down and we'll get some exploration done. Although the loot from high-sec ones, even for relic sites, unless you're looking for like a ghost site and get something cool from it, kind of looking at 1, 2, maybe 3 mil from a site, so not ideal. That's why wormholes used to be so cool, because you just literally jump around until you found a wormhole and then go into a wormhole, and you could have a little exploration kind of adventure for a few hours and come back with cool loot. But like I say, they've kind of stopped that now. Look at that, we've got loads of people putting all sorts of things in here now. Salt. Salty salt. That's going straight into null again, isn't it? 0.5 to a minus 0.4. How far away are we from... 5. Oh well, sorry, we're going this way. I've just closed that one that open. Right, let's start scanning some things down, shall we? What is this? That should be there, so I can still click this one. Blink. Out you go. What's that? Oh, not enough. Oh, that's the point. I usually bring double charges, don't I? See, that's how old this fit is. I haven't actually brought 2 sets of probes with me. Oh no, Xbox, you lost your venture. Where were you going? Oh, gas. That was right. You're doing gas when you're in null. Not cool, dude. Well, then again, 15 mil for Avengers, not bad, is it? Not that you've just lost 2 Asteros. Oops. What's the shortcut for these? Oh, simply double click. So this one's gone down. Hopefully we've got a data or relic site, so like I say, we can at least get one or two things there done. Well, this one's taking its time being scanned down. Usually it takes like 2 or 3 having to reduce the sizes, and we have it. May it rest in peace. Poor lonely venture. What did you name that one? Doesn't actually tell you the names, does it, if you rename them? That'd be cool if it came up on the kill mail like it was named like I didn't care anyway, if that's what you called the ship or something. Do. I don't want all. I want that one. No, is it? Charistas, yeah. Charista space around here. Wow, this one's really not wanting to be scanned down. My scanning skills, I wouldn't say like maxed out, but fairly decent. Don't usually have to go below 1 to scan something down. Xbox help hero with gas. You do. You got me into gas, and you typically come with me as well for doing it when we go out. So you are my gas buddy. My gaseous friend. Let's get that. Yeah, spot on. There we go. Have we found like a cool site to begin with? Hopefully. It'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? If the first one we jump into is like a ghost site or something. Yeah. Call them back. Warp to this. 0. Ancient ruin, silence, stand still, vacuum space. Never mind. American analyzer is going to be good. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's not a ghost one, otherwise it comes up saying it's dangerous, watch what you're doing, all that kind of stuff. Surprised I had to go that far though. Rubble, debris. Alright. We'll just start with the closest one then, and make our way around. What's the range on these things? 5,000. What's our default orbit? 2,000! Lovely. Don't even really need to orbit though. Whoa. I forgot how fast I am. Stop! Boing! There's a bounce off it now. Okay, go closer to it again. There we are. And stop. Well, I forgot how fast this thing was, then looked away for a second. I'm like, I'm heading towards it at full speed. It's going to bounce off. Let's go. I haven't got these in the right order though. Put that one there. Put that one there. That one there. That one there. Lovely. 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know why I clicked that then, didn't need to. 3, 2, go around you. Thank you. 3, 2, 1. 1. It's either here. Yeah, it was there. So these really don't pose too much of a threat anyway, and this is the kind of loot you get from the high-sec ones. For anyone who's thinking, I'll do exploration in high-sec, I'll make a wedge. Yeah, it's going to take you a long time to recover the cost of the actual ship. I mean, this ship's 110 mil-ish. For me to get that back, I'd have to run like 100 of these. Yeah. How is the moon mining going? From a corp point of view, really, really, really well. We've had to set up in the last month another 2 refineries moon mining because we were just clearing them out too fast. Once we pop a moon, it lasts about 24 hours before it's gone, and then people are like, Joe, can we get another one? I'm like, no, we have like so many structures as it is. Enough's enough. And pink. Oop, wrong one. Pink. Okay, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Half that, thank you. 3, 2, 1, 1. There it is. 2. We can go around you this way. 5. Okay, it's not this direction. Let's go this way again. 1. Ah. Ooh, 2.5 mil in that one. Hit it big on that. Oh, that was in rubble. Okay, so rubble must have better loot than the debris. It's handy. So a quick burst of this off so we actually get there. And once again, we're just going to bounce right off it. This thing is fast. I might have to take that micro warp off because it's a little bit too fast. Three, 2. There's always something. If you have like an odd path coming off on its own, there's always something there. Typically one of these kind of hidden ones. This way. Yoink. 2, 2. Let's go this way. 1. Have that one as well. 1 carbon. Now you can put a cargo scanner on these and you can actually scan what's inside them before you hack them, and that's something quite a lot of people do. Just I don't like to do it. Mainly, I mean, it would come in handy for running these kind of high sec ones, but when it comes to like the wormhole, low and null, if I scan one and I can see there's like 100 mil inside, I'm like, wow, there's a really cool one here, there's 100 mil inside. I don't feel like under pressure to actually complete it, and if I lose it I feel really, really depressed. So half the time I'd just rather not know what's inside. So if I do blow it up, I'm like, meh, blow it up, not a big deal, move on to the next one. Rather than going on about it for the next like hour in my mind, like, oh my god, I lost 100 mil. There's that one. And a mil in that one. It's not a bad sight actually for a high sec one. Unlock that. We'll just bounce off that on our way. And stop our ship there. Just to get our speed down. Oh, come on. Yeah, we can go around you, can't we? 1. Huh, that was easy. 24k in that one. We'll take it. That's quite far away. Now I'm glad I've got a micro warp. Oops. As we just start bouncing off invisible things. Right, so there we go. We got one side done. So if we lose another one of these and we give up, it's like, well, we done one. Oh, it was in high sec, and it does say no or null. Okay, we'll have to do one in low, so at least I can do one to do it like the title said. Oops. No! There's a pain bouncing off. And the last but not least, 2, 1. Take that. 4, 3, 2. Let's be 1 there, I think. 3, 3, 2. Damn it. 1, 1, 5. Yeah, it's gotta be this way. Oh, come on. There he is. 34k, woohoo! Right, let's get to low. That's not way of doing these in high sec, is it? I might do a video one day of spending like maybe during a stupid excessive amount of time just flat out running exploration sites in high sec and see how much we can get in say 6 hours of travelling around the whole map doing as many as we can and just be like, yeah, it's not worth it. There's also a speedrun actually for EVE Online which I keep threatening to do, which is basically you get a brand new character. The time starts as soon as you've hit the, you know, like kind of enter world button once you've created a character, and you basically try and get to, I forget the amount, I think it's like 15 million, but it's a set like ISK amount. Basically, as fast as you can, you need to get to like 15 million, and I think the record at the moment is something like 15 minutes or 20 minutes. And I'm like, I can do better than that. I can make 15 million with a brand new account in like under 15 minutes. All you need to do is get any actually it'll go off skills as well, wouldn't it? You'd have to skill into something. I don't know. I reckon I could do it. Let's go to like low sec and just go salvaging for a bit. Find one tasty loot within 15 minutes with cool, you know, cool modules in a direct, and that's it, you're done. Alright, so how much did we actually get for that? Oops. 3.5 million. Yeah, it's like 5 minutes, but it's still not ideal, is it? Let's just dock up, shall we, just quickly. I just want to drop it. It's only 3.5 million, I know, but I've got a feeling I'm going to lose this ship as well, so let's not lose the only loot we've managed to find. Your strategy for that is to follow battles in null. That's what I mean. Yeah, if you get like an unsuspecting, you know, tiny magnate and jump into null and run into like 2 fleets fighting each other with like, I don't know, 50 on either side, they're not really going to pay attention to the magnate either. The FC is going to be fighting the other fleet, and you can just kind of sneak in, grab like one battleship, you know, wreck, get a few turrets or a few modules off, and be like, yes, job done. Get it to market, get it sold, bam. I was going to drop that here. Don't have anything else here, do I? Nah. Good luck with the exploration. Thanks, matey, and thanks again for the donation. It's really, really, you know, appreciated, and it'll go to a good cause. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm saving up for game chair at the moment, so you can rest safe in the knowledge that that's what your money is going towards. Either that or beers. Right, let's get in here, shall we? Let's just whack that on in case there is someone sitting on this gate waiting for people to jump through. At least we'll have the edges and he'll only see us as we jump through rather than seeing us approach. No one here anyway. What was in these? How many people are in these systems again? 6 in there. 16 in there. 2. And then that one's empty. Alright, so hopefully we'll get something done. Something done there. A condor, you're not going to be able to catch me.
Warp drive active.
You won't catch me before I go through. That's a cool little logo, isn't it? Christmas trees. Oh wait, we're in null, aren't we? I need to start bouncing off moons again. Lest we be caught in another flipping drag bubble thingy-majiggy. Please don't be a bubble of any sort. Okay. Lovely. 18 people in here, so that was correct. There is 18. And like I said, we'll just start. Wow. There's an asteroid belt right on this gate. How strange. Oh no, 7,000 away. I should really hide them, shouldn't I? Oh, but I'd have to hide every single... Yeah, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's go to this one.
Warp drive active.
Hopefully the map was right and this system is empty. So we can try and get a few sites from in there. It's a bit of a dead end system though, so... Well, doesn't really make much of a difference, does it? If it's empty, we'll get into it. Alright, jump through there.
Warp drive.
Now another way you can do this if you jump into... Oh, look at that. Huh, you ever been in our court before? No, this is happening more and more often actually, and it makes me feel kind of cool. Someone spots me in local. Oh no! We haven't been decloaked though, have we? That's lucky. That is lucky. Damn it, now we have. Whoa. Fucking approach it first then, you stupid ship. Fuck's sake, you are taking the absolute piss now. Fuck, I give up, right? We're going gas harvesting. Fucking give up with that. There's a reason I used to do it in wormholes, because null sucks ass. Fuck that. No wonder all the relic and data stuff's gone up in price, because it's a piss take to get to it. Unless you own the system, you're not getting it. Right, Xbox, where are you, matey? We're going gas harvesting. Giving up. That's annoying me. Give me 5 minutes, guys. Okay, let's give me 5 minutes and we'll do some gas, because I am not doing that again.
Connecting.
Alright, so we are back once again. Where am I? Lovely. Pretty sure this is my gas venture. Xbox, are you still with us? Probably best asking you in the co-op, aren't I? What have we got here? We got... Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to mess your names up. Bruce Dealer 1. Gangolf of Heart. I'm sorry, I'm messing these up. And someone else. Thank you for joining. I don't recognise your name, so again, thanks for following. 07. Ewan is mean. Oh, okay, so you must be the guys who I've just run into then. Don't worry about it, guys. That's how Eve works. I don't hold grudges for getting blown up. I might get annoyed occasionally, like I just did then. I had to take 5 minutes because that's the third time I tried to get into null just to do a bit of exploration, and I've lost 3 Asteros so far. That's all I've done in the last 2 hours is lose 3 Asteros. So I've given up now. And we're going to move on to gas cloud harvesting in wormhole space. We're just waiting for Xbox to see if he turns up. He is still here. Great. Let's form a fleet with him. And Xbox, I'll meet you at Nemesis. Okay, we'll form up there. Are you able to jump on comms, Xbox? Are you happy to be on comms? It means you'll be on the stream as well, so try not to swear or anything like that. Let's get myself into Discord. Oh, that's right. All my windows are going to be off now, aren't they? This one here, this one here. I'll jump in there. Oh, Mark's jumped in. Oh, Mark's jumped out. Oh, good to know. Thanks, guys. I will keep that in mind. It was my third attempt. I just thought I'd try going to null for these data and relic sites since they've moved them out of wormholes, but a lot more difficult to get into them than I thought. So we're just waiting for Xbox to see if he wants to join on comms. Okay, so he can't actually join us on comms, but he obviously can hear me in Discord anyway, so that's not too much of a problem. In which case, I'm just going to leave comms before someone jumps in and starts shouting. Voice is going again now. Right, so Xbox meet me, as I said, in Nemesis. I just need to throw a micro up on this thing, and then we will head out. We'll have a quick run around the fit, and we'll just jump into a few wormholes. See if we can find like a C4, C5, or C6 to get the better gas. And well, we'll just spend a few hours chatting away and getting some gas in. As for the data and relic stuff, I might have to just put a video up at some point. But to be honest, that last like 2 hours of this stream is exactly how every video I've recorded in like the last 2 weeks has gone. It's just an absolute pain to do anything. I just seem to be running into all sorts of roadblocks and things getting in the way. I've got a contract actually, so I start to contract myself over some micro warp drives. Not there. Be this one. Because one thing I keep forgetting to do is put a micro warp on this venture, so I'll do that now. Take that off, put that on. Pretty sure I can use that, can't I? Yeah, I can use that. Right, so this is what I'm going to be using for gas harvesting. We have obviously a core probe launcher so we can get in and out of wormholes and obviously scan down the gas as well. 2 gas cloud harvester 1s. We have a medium shield extender, the limited adaptive invulnerability field, and a 5 MN micro warp. We've got an inertia stabilizer in the lows as well as some friction nozzle things. Essentially, again, I'm not looking for fights in this thing because, well, the only thing you're going to be fighting is the NPCs that come in, they're sleeper NPCs, and I really don't want to be taking them on in a venture. So as you can see, I haven't even bothered bringing drones with me. The idea is just to get out as soon as they come in. That's pretty much it, to be honest. I haven't got any skins for the ship, unfortunately. I might need to because I do use the venture more often than I realise, so I might buy one at some point. Xbox I've undocked. I'm going to start scanning down a wormhole. Hopefully there's one here. There's usually one within a jump or two of here, so we should be fairly safe. Where's that going to open up? Over there. Let's get scanning, shall we? Now the gas you find in wormholes is used for T3 production. Does require reactions as well for it to be used properly. I don't really do any of that. I just simply go in because it's fun to go into wormholes and all that kind of stuff. And obviously it does sell on the market as well. If you ask, yeah, we don't kill streamers since streamers bring new players to EVE. But we didn't know you. That's fine, matey. I don't expect to obviously be known. I'm not a huge streamer. I'm more of a YouTuber. If you do look in the link down below, you'll see my YouTube channel link there. I just stream about once a fortnight-ish. Usually just clear myself up a little bit of time. So it's quicker and easier to stream than what it is to record a video and then spend hours editing the thing. My chair's shrunk again. But like I say, I'll never blame anyone for playing EVE. If I jump through a gate and there's a gate camp there, obviously if that's what you guys want to do for the night, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to say, oh my god, you shouldn't be doing that, you're playing it wrong and you should have let me through and all that. No, that's not EVE, is it? If you want to play that kind of game, then you should be playing, I don't know, some other MMO where you can't be killed. Oh, you're coming on comms just as I've closed it. Good man. Alright, you have a good YouTube channel and you're friendly, so you bring players to EVE. I do. I was actually looking through the rewards thing earlier. Let's move Xbox up here. Hey dude, how's it going? I was looking through the rewards thing earlier to know how many players I've brought into EVE using my link, and it's 120. And out of that 120, there's about 25 people have actually clicked the Joe subscribe button and are paying money to play, which is kind of cool. Are you all ventured up and ready to go?
Yeah, I've scanned down the system and there's nothing in here apart from 2 combat sites.
Ah, well, I'm obviously just more pro than you because I have found a wormhole in Rahama. See, too pro. Even Xbox can't keep up with me.
No, I can't. It mustn't have long opened up because there was nothing there a little while ago. Maybe just spawned in.
Well, that's a good thing because that means it should hopefully not close anytime soon. So let's warp to this thing at 0. Go see what we have found. Call the probes back as well. So
yeah, as you were saying, yeah, the gas goes into boosters for T3, going taking it into a low sec station, which can make an extreme amount of risk depending if you come from a wormhole.
I've just been collecting it, to be honest, because I don't really know what to do with it. I'm like, I don't really do reactions, and do I really want to save it up or sell it? Since I can't decide, I'm like, do you know what? I'll just hoard it. Leads into dangerous, unknown parts of space. Absolutely brilliant Xbox warp to me. This is exactly what we wanted. Dangerous parts of space means that it should be a C5 or possibly a C6. So we'll be getting upmost gas if it's not already being cleared out, and hopefully, well, if it is a higher class wormhole, obviously people could live here, but should be safe. Fingers crossed.
Yep.
Going off what's happened so far tonight, there's probably like 10 battleships inside waiting for us.
Well, you're chatting, there's probably like 20 destroyers waiting for us.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just no battleships, just like destroyers. Right, I am jumping in.
Same, hopefully I don't lose this one.
Right, it's going to open up Z-Kill as well, because I know there's better sites out there for class and wormholes, but Z-Kill is fairly easy to use. So if I open that, actually click yes to jump inside. And let's see what wormhole we have found ourselves in. Right, so the first thing you want to do when you jump into a wormhole is first of all bookmark the wormhole before you do anything else. There's absolutely nothing in here. Oh wait, no, that's the D-scan. Oh yeah, they're over there. First thing you want to do before you do anything is to bookmark the location. So you just want to simply call it something like, I don't know, exit. And then put it somewhere you'll easily be able to find it later. Second, you want to go to a safe or create a safe if you haven't got one already. Pretty sure I haven't got one. No, I haven't got one near. Right, so I'm just going to go to here. Up this in 100 and create a safe as well. We've got nothing on Dscan. Anyone doesn't know, Dscan is open on a separate window. Oh, sorry, separate screen for me. I'm just going to submit that there. Still nothing on Dscan, still nothing on Dscan. Obviously, it's a wormhole, so there is no local. I can just show you that now. Poof, no local. But it doesn't stop people obviously descanning you down. And there's a lot of cloaky kind of goings on that happens in wormholes as well. So what's that location? North, back to my safe. Let's see which wormhole we've managed to jump into. So it's J230221. And this is a C5 as well. This is like the most perfect wormhole we could jump into. Can't see any.
Just on D-scan there is a structure.
I was going to say I can't see any structures except for the customs officers, but I don't have them showing really. Mainly ships I'm after, and I can see your Xbox. I'm in a safe if you want to warp to me, or if you've got your own, that's perfectly fine. If you list the probe scanner, like the have you have got a scanner on you, haven't you?
Yeah, like I was coming to work on that scanner.
There's a few people do when I do these in the co-op, so there'll be 5 of us and the 2 of us will have a scanner, the rest just kind of follow along. If you want to start, if you list them by ID, so obviously A at the top and Z at the bottom, if you want to start at the bottom and work your way up looking for gas, and I'll start at the top and work my way down, and we'll slowly scan through all of them.
Okie dokie, so me top, you bottom, yeah? Or me bottom,
yeah, list it. I've got DTC at the top and I'll start at that, then go FGJ, and so on. And what we'll do now is we'll just slowly start scanning these down. Like I say, I'll start at the top. Xbox will start at the bottom. Don't forget to keep an eye on D-scan as well. It's every few seconds. Just whack the V key. V is shortcut for D-scan, by the way, in case you don't know. And essentially what we're looking for is combat probe scanners, because unless someone is able to like bookmark a safe right on top of us, they're going to have to combat probe us down. Alright, so let's see what we can find. We should get decent gas from in here as well. I mean, I've got a list which I'll bring up in a moment of like how much they were worth a little while ago. Obviously, it does change from time to time how much things are worth. Where is the flipping notepad these days? Social? Utilities. Oh, there it is. So going from about 2 months ago now, or a month and a half ago, this was the most expensive full rate C320, and these two can only be found in C5 and C6s. The rest can be found kind of all over the place. But yeah, basically we want to find anything that's towards the top end. If it's at the bottom end, then it's really, really not worth that much. Like I said, that list was made a while ago, so it could have changed since then, but I can't be bothered right now actually pricing everything up, so that's what I'm going to go off. Don't forget to bookmark the exit, Mark says.
Yeah, I've already done that.
Yeah, we're too pro for that, Mark. Come on. Says the guy who's just lost 3 Asteras and accomplished nothing but finding one site with 3 million.
Well, I did forget to bookmark the exit in the wormhole I got blown up in, but you know, hey ho.
Ah. Noob. Doobie. Right, just need to take a little bit of time now. I've got a wormhole here. I'm going to stand that down anyway in case we need to. So if there's nothing here, we could always jump through it into another one. Who owns this one anyway? Let's have a quick spy, shall we? Nothing on D-scan. Not heard of these guys. 55 members. Yeah, I'm on a different account now, by the way. I'm on my hauling mining account. GUHOAC FGJ are all data sites. You're supposed to be starting at the bottom, YVE. XMQ.
Oh, for some reason it's put me at the bottom there, and that's what I've got.
Oh, this. Oh, okay. So which ones have you done? Have you done a QCV yet?
Which one?
QCV.
QCV wormhole.
XMQ.
XMQ, relic site, YVE, wormhole.
Oh, so have you done them all? There's none left.
There's not many left.
Right, which one haven't you done so I can scan one down? Need I say more?
QAC.
I've got OAC, I'm pretty sure this is what it means.
Relic.
Alright, I'll get this one. It's possible since it's a C5 and a C5 and people do live here that they have actually cleared it out already, but we can cross our fingers. I've scanned down another wormhole anyway, so we can always jump through to that one.
Yeah, always good. And with the new mechanics of low sec and null sec for the data and relics, which you can actually get to without the rats in it, is ridiculous, because now people who own the low sec and the null sec are going to be making the money and no one else will.
That's essentially what I found, yeah. Whether they're actually guarding just those sites, I don't know. But, well, you just seen there 3 times I tried to get a few jumps into null and just ran into gate camps everywhere. So it's probably possible to, I don't know, pay a bit of money and get someone to haul your scanning ship out there and then just jump clone to it every now and then to do some exploration-y stuff. That way you wouldn't have to go through all the gate camps to get into null. But right now, Joe, I haven't got time for that. Maybe in the future.
Well, because of that, now the only way to make any ISK is to get yourself a venture and buy the 26 minute ISK skill book for gas and go gas harvesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We have DDNF, 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 DDNF. Cool name, by the way, matey. All Twitch streamers, you watch vape. Is it a coincidence? No, if you read the terms and conditions, you have to vape. Otherwise, you're just considered a horrible human being and you're not allowed to stream. No, it's I try not to vape, but it's just a habit, especially when I've been streaming for like 2 hours now. To not use it for 2 hours, I would be like head bobbling and shaking all over the place. So I will use it from time to time. But if anyone ever turns around in chat and says, you know, I don't like you doing this, or you're completely, you know, smoking the room out, we can't see you, then obviously I will cut it down. I'm not going to cut it out. Obviously, it's at the end of the day, it's my stream and I feel comfortable doing it. But I will obviously try not to piss you guys off doing it. I've got me other vape back there actually, which would clear this room out. But we won't jump onto that today. AOC is a data site. Right, what data sites are these? Just out of interest.
As the ones I've registered as, they're all the sleeper
ones.
site one. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to jump through wormhole DTC.
Warp drive active.
I'll see if I can find anything in there. Because obviously you just finished the odd 1 or 2 sites which I haven't scanned down yet. Because obviously you seem well ahead of me. Just make that a little bit smaller.
I think I just got lucky scans, to be honest.
Well, this character's not really trained up to scanning too much. Since he's mainly a hauler, / miner, / PI person, / everything else I don't really want my main to do. Scanning's not really on the top of the list for training. Alright, so first again we're going to bookmark this. I'm just going to simply call that exit 2. Should we have checked actually how long that wormhole has left to live? That would help, wouldn't it? Let's have a spy, shall we? Oh, okay, let's not go through this one. That's going to die any time now. Quick! Yeah, don't go through that wormhole because it's about to die. And we'll get stuck.
The one you just said to go to, so which one?
Yeah, so I've just looked at the info, and it's reaching the end of its lifestyle, which I think means it's got between like 5 and 30 minutes left. So yeah, we won't be going through that one. Do you have any other wormholes scanned down?
This one do. No, that one says it's coming to its end as well. Let's try. Oh, give me a sec. I'll find one. Is it gonna die?
Yeah, I mean it's just opened up to high sec, so. And I'll you keep scanning here. I'll go back to high sec and see if I can find another one to jump into. It's a shame because this was a C5. We should have got decent gas from here, but if it's gone, it's gone. Let's warp to the exit here.
Active.
Alright, so this one's the way out, the one you just warped to, where we came from.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and look in one of the other high sec systems.
Alright, I will go to Onomon, because there's usually a few in there. If you want to go to Uchimida, UCH.
Yeah. There's normally 1 or 2 good sites there.
Yeah, we're quite lucky in this area space. We do get a fair few wormholes. Sometimes you might have to go through 2, 3, maybe 4 systems, but there's areas of space I've been to where I've literally gone like 5, 6 jumps and not found a single one.
To be honest, as far as I'm aware, this system has moments where there is loads, and in one moment there are none.
I got one signature in here. Let's see what we have. Wow. Lots of structures in here.
I can say one thing, I'll take it you won't be doing NPC miner hunting again.
No, not for a while, not till I get myself a bit more coordinated, maybe in a tornado or something, because I found the problem with the Oracle was it could take on the Amar industrials really well, but the killer ones I was doing no damage because 1, I couldn't track the thing, and 2, I was doing the wrong damage to it, because you're limited to EM and thermal with lasers.
Yeah.
Right, let's find a wormhole. What's the chance now, or the bet now? That's gonna take me like flipping 12, scanning down 12 or more systems to find a wormhole. I can't believe how bad my recordings have been. I've had a run of bad luck recently. I mean, I put the echelon one up. I was tempted not to put that up because obviously it's a ship review, and the ship wouldn't load in the game. It was like see-through. And it's like, well, what's going on? Why is the universe against me so much? I managed to record that little fleet I took out. I think there's only about 5 of us in there. In the fleet max, but it was my first time actually FCing, and yeah, I made a few mistakes. It was quite funny to watch, but we got a few kills as well. We actually got 1 kill where I couldn't even get into the complex because I jumped into a cruiser because we had other cruisers following us. I was like, sod it, they've just killed my Tristan, I'm getting a cruiser and we'll see if we can take these guys on. So I jumped into it. It's a combat site now. Combat site only, and well, on them on. So I'm going to go to Kanaka's low sec. Payak? I'll go to Payak. But yeah, so I jumped into a cruiser and then we couldn't find the cruisers. Like, oh, for God's sake. But then I spotted something else.
I've gone to the old meetup location for roaming.
Okie dokie.
See if there's anything there.
So yeah, so I sent the fleet and said, right, there's something in there, and you go, sent them in. And they got a kill, and I was like, yes! I managed to FC and find someone to shoot at and send the fleet in there without me to get a kill. I was like, yes, it's quite cool. But yeah, we recorded for like 4.5 flipping hours. I was getting pop-ups in the corner because I'm on Windows 10, and the pop-ups were saying low disk space. But I didn't read them because it's the same flipping pop-up as when you get an email. I usually just close and close and close them. And then when I finally did just have a quick spot, like, why does that keep popping up? I was like, oh, it's my disk space. And I looked, I was like, oh crap, it's really low. So I quickly deleted a few things to make space for it. And then after the fleet, I tried to watch the video and it was like corrupted. I was like, no! It's 4.5 hours wasted. Right, so let's get this one scanned down as well. That we can find the new. Oh, we've dropped down to 9 people. There's only 9 people watching now. I don't think they like gas harvesting as much as exploration. Sad times.
That or it's getting late, or the fact of you losing 3 ships kind of bored them.
That's a point. Yeah, it's not that entertaining, isn't it? Watching someone just lose 3 ships and achieve nothing else. Alright, so let's scan these ones down.
Do you know what that kind of reminds me of my first experience when I started mining in Eve? And that's when I quit for about a year.
Well, that's how you learn, isn't it? By losing ships, especially when it comes to PvP and travelling around low, null, that kind of stuff. It's just a shame when it happens when you're trying to record or stream something. You're like, just let me in. Just let me get past like the first few systems where it's going to be a little bit lax when it comes to gate camps and stuff, and we'll be fine, but I just couldn't get in.
Well, I found one wormhole in my system.
Oh, cool. Jump in. See how long it's got left to live, and jump into it, and I'll head to you if it's a decent one.
Yep.
Itchy nose again. Right, so Xbox has found a wormhole. We'll just see where his goes. If you want to read out the name of it as well, like J2 whatever it is, and I'll see what class it is.
Okie dokie.
Data site's no good to us. So guys, just going a little bit quiet at the moment while we try and scan down somewhere to go. Oh. I don't find anything. Let's go bigger. Lord Draken, you are back. I'm not quite sure what point you left us, but I've given up doing exploration now. So we are moving on to gas harvesting. I lost yet another Astero to a gate camp, and they even, I don't know if they're still here, but I think the guys, or one or two of the guys actually joined the stream as well.
The code is J23.
Okay, let's get this in.
4915.
4915. I got that. And that is a class 2. I've just found one myself. Let's see which class this is, and then we'll pick the higher of the two. Yeah, he's still here. But yeah, so basically, Lord Draken given up on exploration. We've gone to wormholes. Mainly because it takes me that long to reship and then go and find another area of space to try and get into that. I've given up. Given up for now. It's my first time trying to get into null to do data and relic sites, because I have not done data and relic sites outside of wormholes for, well, as long as I can remember. Near enough since I started playing and discovered wormholes. I was doing them in wormholes because, like I say, I just feel safer in wormholes than I do in low and null. But it's obviously a lot more difficult to get in than what I remember. Alright, so let's warp to this one and see what we've got here. So we've got Xbox who's sitting in a class 2. Never seen gas harvesting. It's something I've not long been doing, to be honest. It's like mining kind of bores me a little bit. But this gas card harvesting, especially in wormhole space, just adds that element of danger too, which just makes it a little bit more enjoyable, and I tend to get more ISK per hour from it as well. Alright, so what have we got here? Leads into unknown part of space, won't last another day, that's fine. Another day means we've got like 6 hours or something left there, I think. I know it's not like imminent, it's not like in the next 20 minutes. So let's just jump into here and see what we have. Let's remove the last exit I actually made. Remove that, yes and yes. Alright, and let's see where we've managed to end up. So we have J103948. Oh, I've also found a class 2. Have you got any gas sites in yours? Mine looks pretty empty actually. Is there any false signatures here?
No, just relic sites and data sites. Seriously, there's more of these sleeper data relic sites than anything else at the moment.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them. Let's make ourselves a bookmark. Have I got a safe here? No, this character hasn't got any safes. But like 3. So warp fleet? No. Warp me. Warp me within 100 of that. Reload this. I did not bookmark the flipping exit because I'm a spanner. Oh my god, it's going perfect, isn't it? Alright, let's just make it safe there. I'm gonna have to scan all these down anyway, so I'll just find the exit. It's not a problem. There's only 4. Yeah. It only becomes a problem, really.
You entered the wormhole in?
Oh, I forget. Oh, Payak. Payak was the one I went into. Let's go back to that safe. Not going well. It's not going well at all. Not going well. Maybe I'm just losing my edge. Maybe I've like buried myself out Eve-wise. I am Eve burnt out. I need like a holiday. I need an Eve holiday. Let's lock this door so I can't get in for a week. Right, I didn't even do these scan, did I? Nothing here. Lovely. Let's just start scanning these down. Like I said, I'm going to have to scan them all anyway to see at least what they are. So once I find a wormhole, there's only 4 sites in here. Once I find a wormhole, we'll just scan it. Scan it all the way down. That should be the exit. Any gas on your end yet?
Nope, all were data and relic sites, just as I thought.
Wow, don't you usually struggle to find gas sites?
Yeah, I don't either. Today I've been finding like there's no tomorrow.
It's because you're flying with me now and the universe hates me.
Oh, the Eve universe does at the moment. What have we done?
Bad karma. I warped under a ladder. Let's see if we can find something here. Bink. And bink. I've also managed to just relist them by go away. Flipping pop-ups.
Oh, I guess you must have blown someone up and you know, Karma's trying to get you.
Quite possibly. I've not long recently been blowing up everyone's MTUs again. Just flying around high sec like, well, if you're not here to defend it, it's mine. Aye, I found a gas site. Come to Payak. Let me know when you're there. And I can't even come back through the wormhole because I forgot to bookmark it. So you're just going to have to scan it down. Lord Draken, you've just seen moon mining. Looks pretty neat. It's fairly easy, especially in high sec. Just means you get your own belts away from the NPC miners. Some nice sized asteroids. Right, so there's one gas site anyway. I'm not going to warp to it yet because in case you don't know, if you warp to a gas site in wormhole space, it starts a hidden timer. And between about 10 and 15 minutes, you will get sleepers warp in to obviously push you out. There's one site which will already have NPCs in there in the form of turrets. And I'm pretty sure that's got the word ordinary in there. I usually have a note of it, but I don't think I have. Hold on. What site is that? It's like a perimeter ordinary site. I can't remember the name off the top of my head now. Ordinary perimeter reserve. If you see one of them whilst you look for gas sites, don't warp to it. There's already sentries in there, and they will lock you up and blast any frigate anyway, near enough instantly. So yeah, watch out for them.
Yeah, as well as watch out for two.
Yeah, Xbox used to have a way around it. He would simply warp, like leave his ship and warp in with his pod first, see if there was anyone in there. I don't think he does that now since I've made him aware that there's only one site that has those NPCs inside. Now you just need to look out for the name. So class 2 is not going to have the best, or to be honest with you, gas. We're going to be looking from probably about C50 down, which, so it's not ideal, but at the end of the day, it's still gas, isn't it? If you just spent your whole time looking for the absolute best of the best, you could probably have made the same amount of money mining like the 7 other gas sites you went past to find the one you wanted. Oh, no, not that one. This one. Down again. I think the last time we done this, Xbox wasn't actually with us. Me and another guy called, oh god, I forgot his name. But basically, me and another guy came in here, and we managed to find nothing but C32. Man, C32 for like 2 hours and came out with like 60 mil each. So it's not a bad way of making money, to be honest. Obviously, you've got that element of risk. You are in a wormhole. You can be scanned down at any moment. You also have the NPCs to contend with. That's why the fit I'm using is a fairly fast align time. So as soon as those NPCs come in, I can get out. The idea is to just warp off before anyone even manages to lock me up. Yeah, it depends if you enjoy wormholes or not, and if you want to get the mining kind of side to tie in with the wormholes. I think this is the way to go. Right, this could be my exit here. So let's make sure we scan this one fully down. Otherwise we'll be stuck in here forever. Are you inside yet?
Yeah, just scanned it down, coming in.
Can you bookmark the exit and put it into the Fleet 1 bookmarks in the co-op locations? So if he does that, you see, that means I don't actually have to... Well, I'll scan this down anyway in case it's not our exit, but it means that if he bookmarks the actual wormhole, I will warp it straight to it rather than within like, I don't know, 5k and then have to slow boat over. So there's that one done anyway. Right, if you want to warp to me, matey, and then we'll warp into the gas together. Let's go for about there.
Okay, we'll continue.
Okie. I've got my list as well of what's the most and what's the least expensive here, so once we warp in there, in case you don't know guys, there is 2 gas clouds in there. There'll be 2 different ones. One will be worth obviously a little bit more than the other. We'll just give him a second to land.
Here, we can jump us both.
Warp drive active.
On our way. Did you get that warp?
Yep. Looks like both move at the same speed.
That's another wormhole. I'm just gonna leave them there for now while we actually sort our gas mining out. Oh, what is this? All right, someone's already been here. They've activated the flipping timer.
Warp drive active.
Right, run away! Run away! There shouldn't be anything in there. There's only one site that has NPCs inside, and that is not it. That explains why there's only like 4 signatures in here. Oh, it's not going well.
No, it isn't.
It's not going well. I'm having a bad stream here on it. I'm not going to be able to achieve absolutely anything. We'll keep going anyway. There's another wormhole here. I was going to warp to that.
Warp drive active.
Even if this one is a gas, it's probably going to be the same. Someone's already warped to it. Well, obviously, once the timer comes and the NPCs warp in and you warp out, the site doesn't disappear just because you've warped out. And it is possible, like we've done there, to come in and go, oh, look, there's a gas site there. Warp to it and find that, yes, someone's already been there. It's already been activated and the NPCs are waiting.
Yes, and we don't know how long ago. It could have been 5 minutes ago, or it could have been 2 hours ago. Who knows?
Right, where does this one go? Right, do you want to warp to me, matey? I found another wormhole, we can jump through it.
On the way.
Yeah, I've already scanned the wormhole down, we can go through. Oh wait, how long does this one have left to live? Probably won't last another day, that's fine. We can go through that.
So if we get trapped, we get trapped.
Well, there's 3 states it can be in. 2 are classed as safe, and 1 is like going to die soon. And if it says it's reaching the end of its natural lifestyle, I think, something like that. What did this one say again? Yeah, this one's beginning to decay and might last another day. The next stage is it's reaching the end of its natural lifestyle. If it's reaching the end of its natural lifestyle, I think it's a max of like an hour till it closes. So you don't want to be going through them. Alright, this should be better. I'm going to remember to bookmark the exit this time. Oops. Safe location for that.
I don't think this one's being touched because it's
exit. Yay, I can get out, guys! Woohoo! Don't I have a safe in here? No, I don't, obviously. I'm just going to warp to that. Create a quick safe on the way, and then we'll start scanning this one down. List them alphabetically this time. You want the API at the top, VIR at the bottom. Just click the ID kind of little tab thing at the top to get them in the right order. You start at the bottom and I'll start at the top. I've got scanner probes out. Are they your scanner probes out already, is it?
Yep, I'll work across.
Warp drive active.
I think if I don't know if I'm cap stable, I should really keep that off. Right, I can't see the chat. Anything going on in the chat? Just on me mining. Can alpha counts do gas mining efficiently? You do not need. Yeah, pretty much. As long as you can get gas mining up to. Do you need gas mining up to level 4 or up to level 5? Sorry, up normal mining. Hold on, I'll just get the skill up. It'd be easier. Hold on.
Well, you do level 1 for the guest officers, and then all up to level 5 for the guest officers too.
Yeah, so you need to have. You need to get mining up to level 4, so alphas can get mining up to level 4. As far as I'm aware, alphas can get mining up to level 4. And then gas cloud harvesting. Oh, you can't go up to level 4? Oh, in that case, you can't do it as an alpha. Sorry.
You can do it as an alpha.
Well, how can you do it as an alpha if you just said you can't get mining past level 2 and it has to be at level 4?
No, you can get the gas officer mine at 1, level 1 at level 1.
No, listen.
Level 5.
To train into gas cloud harvesting, you have to have mining to level 4 to be able to train gas cloud harvesting. So if you can only get mining to level 2.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the gas cloud harvester skill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can go to 4.
Oh yeah, so you can go to 4 then with mining, and then gas cloud harvesting you can only take up to level 2. But to be honest, all this skill that you do is add 1 extra miner to your ship. Obviously, once you get to level 5, you can use the Tech 2 ones, but going from level 2 to level 3, there's no difference. You can simply just put 3 miners on. And since the Venture and its Tech 2 equivalent can only actually have 2 miners at a time on there, so level 3 and level 4 are kind of pointless. Right, I should really start scanning things down.
Well, my bottom one is gas cloud.
Where did I minimize that map thing to? Ah, there it is. I'm halfway through getting it to level 5 at the moment. And then I stopped to train another character. Alright, so there's mine and Xboxes. Oh, you can't see. I keep talking about it, but you can't see. There's mine and Xboxes. Scanners out. Can't see anyone else in here, so we should be fairly safe. I'll say what else is going on here. Can alphas mine efficiently? Yes, you can. An alpha can essentially fit exactly what I've got here, except for you might need to swap a few. In fact, no, you don't even need to swap anything now because I've got no T2 stuff on here. Ordinary perimeter reserve or something. It's got the word ordinary in it. So yeah, an alpha can fly the exact ship I'm flying now and get the same bonuses and everything. So yeah.
Give me a second, then walk to me.
Still enjoying the stream regardless. Mine's edition. Good to hear, matey. Like I say, it's always going to be a relaxed stream. So a lot of chatting, a lot of just, well, taking things slow and just figuring things out. But at the same time, I do try and like to get something done, and I just haven't managed to achieve that yet. But we will. We'll find a gas out. We'll get some gas in. Did you have to go far from the base? Can you get mining 4 on an alpha? Yes, apparently you can get mining 4 on an alpha. And did you go far from the base? I'm not quite sure which base. Hug, Veld, I'm not sure. Are you in our corp? Are you asking to join? Is that the thing? Lord Draken, okay then, bud. Oh, yeah, that's for can alphas do it. Oh, crap, yeah, I should have lined that up first. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Where's my seat gun? What flavour got in here now? I can do, sorry. Where are you going? Have you found a gas site?
Yeah,
are you inside now?
Yeah.
Alright, warping to you.
C72 and C70.
Warp drive active.
C72 and C70, you want to be mining C72. Pull them back for a second actually while I get myself sorted. Yeah, C72 you want. It's got a way higher value. Or at least when I last did this list about a month and a half ago, it had a higher value. So yeah, once you come into the site, you'll see there's 2 different gas cards here. You just want to go to the highest one. And you need to be within, you need to be quite close with these.
I doubt they're going to change too much.
You need to be within 1,500, so I simply just want to orbit this at 500. Just keep yourself moving. It just helps if someone warps in. So you're not going to be right on top of them. And when you orbit, it doesn't just orbit like this little symbol here. It orbits the entire cloud. So even though I might be like 20 kms away from Xbox, I'll still be close enough to the cloud to actually start harvesting away. So I'm just going to wait till we get a little bit closer. And activate both of these things. There we go. Turn this thing off now. I'm going to keep that on. I can't remember if I'm cap stable with that on. Oh, we'll leave it on anyway. If we're on, yeah. Sorry, we'll turn it off. There's nothing here. Yes, we'll just mine this one now until it runs out. You can usually mine the same cloud. If there's only 2 of you, you won't mine the cloud out usually before the NPCs come in. So you should be fairly safe. And as long as you keep orbiting like this, if someone does warp in, if they're trying to... No! I didn't empty my cargo from the last flipping time. Oh, I'm full.
Wow, that was quick.
Oh my god, I don't believe I didn't check that. Yeah, I'm full.
Do you want to dump half of it and then I'll pick half up?
Yeah, sure. That was silly of me. What am I half full with? If I drop that and that, that should give me a fair bit of space. Jetson them. There we go, now I can start mining again. That's not going well, is it? I'm making stupid mistakes here. Keep scanning while mining. I will do, matey. I will just sort this out first. So I need to abandon that, don't I? There you go. You should be able to get into that now, matey.
Cool.
Silly. I've done that before as well, and it's so annoying. Just clear my glass. I've got a finger smudge on them now. Let's keep an eye on D-scan, make sure nothing pops up. I have to rename this to like fail stream, aren't I? To match all the other fail videos I've been doing recently. Right, so yes, now we can start harvesting, and like Lord Draken has said there, you're always best scanning down whilst you're mining away. Just saves that little bit of time. So I can now, if they're already loaded up, I can pop these back out. And oh, excuse me, carry on scanning away. Pink. Don't believe it didn't empty it. I didn't think. Usually I'm quite good when it comes to being organised and having everything in its right place. So if I take a ship home, even like if it's just I'm about to log off, that's a wormhole. We could scan that down anyway, couldn't we? Even if it's like I'm about to log off and I'll just quickly dock up, I'll still empty typically the cargo if I've been mining or something, but obviously this time I didn't. Oh, well, I should still be able to fit this whole cloud. Or at least the 15 minutes anyway of this cloud in here before we have to disappear. Right, so we've got that one. Let's keep going. Let's go back up to 4 AU size to begin with. What's this? Is the exit? Yes, this is probably going to be a wormhole, since it's the closest one to it. Got myself a retriever today, so starting to mine properly now. Retrievers are kind of cool. If you're doing it solo, I think doesn't the retriever have the largest ore hold, so you can stay on or in the field as long as possible. But it's very slow moving and has the least like mining yield out of all of them. Was that the Hulk I'm thinking of? No, it is. It's the retriever. You've then got the Hulk, the wrong ones. Yeah, retriever's the big one. Then you have the coveter and the procurer. I think the procurer's got the best mining yield if you max it out, and the coveter's in between. So least mining yield, best mining yield, in between, also in between. Like least amount of cargo space, most amount of cargo space, again in between. Well, that's generally how I classify them. I know someone's going to be like, oh, I'm a pro miner and this does this perfectly, and if you put this fit on there, with this rig and all that. But that's generally how I look at it. Yeah, so Xbox has got his probes out as well, so he's still going. Yeah, it's slow. It's all pros and cons. I mean, some people swear by it. If you're doing like what we're doing now, jumping into wormholes to get the best kind of ore you can, then so retrieve is ideal. I used to use one in low sec to jump into low sec, stay in the belt as long as I can, get as much as I can, and then do the one jump out rather than every 5 minutes having to jump in and out of that system. It would be like every 20 minutes. So yes, I wasn't mining as much, but I was saving so much time actually jumping around that you could maybe say it worked itself out.
Data site, which is a pyrofaction.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I think I'm about to scan that one down as well. They do still exist. They haven't removed them completely. It's just as far as I'm aware, they've reduced how often they spawn quite a lot. I used to run into them all the time. Now it's like just every now and then. How are we doing on the mining front? So C72. Yeah, so I mean, near enough full of 15 mil. Let's have a look. So that's an unsecured one. So that's a sleeper site. Unsecured, forgotten. So they're sleeper ones. What you want if you're looking for one of the pirate ones, obviously it'll say Blood Radar, I don't know, Security Den or whatever it is. Or Garista's one. If it says unsecured, you're like, oh, what's an unsecured one? Not sure. It's a sleeper one, okay? I know when I first started jumping into wormholes, I would just be like, oh, there's an unsecured one, I wonder what that is, warp to it, sleepers, and then I'd run into another one. Oh, it's a forgotten one, I wonder what that is, warp to it. And I've done that over and over again until it finally clicked that if it's unsecured or forgotten, it's sleepers, and there's always going to be sleepers in there. You'll never warp into a forgotten one or an unsecured one to find that it's empty. It'll always have some sort of NPC inside, unless, don't quote me on this, but unless you get like one of the ghost sites or one of the more advanced ones, which has like, a kind of, I won't say a story, but so it's got like something you need to do inside, where you need to hack to get into different rooms and stuff. I'm not sure how they work, whether the sleepers have them ones. But yeah, everyone I've warped to has always had NPCs inside and sleepers. If you're in like a little magnate or something, definitely want to be staying away from them. Oops. Yeah, so one thing I usually forget to do is actually descan. I do descan, but I mean, I should be right on top for descanning as often as I can, but I forget. Alright, so we've got another wormhole here. Oh, sod it, we'll get that one as well. We've got time, like I say, it's usually between about 10 and 15 minutes for these sites. You can have a quick Google. Someone somewhere has listed them all and how long they stay open for and what's going to be warping and all that kind of good stuff. It's just, I don't see the need to know all that information. All I know is as soon as the NPC is warping, regardless of which site I'm in a venture, I will be warping out. Whether it's going to be 2 frigates or like 10 battleships, you know, I am not going to be staying. The glasses feel funny now. Do they look straight? Yeah, they feel kind of straight, they'll be fine. I do need some new ones actually, these are going a bit loose and wobbly. Wibbly wobblies. Right, so far I've found a data site and 2 wormholes, so going well on the gas front, aren't we? Right on the outskirts of town there. Wow, this is a bit of a big one. Slowly working our way through. Xbox should be doing it, vice versa. We should have been starting here and working his way up. But as long as we cover each one eventually, it's perfectly fine. Have you ever done the Pirate Stronghold with about 40 people? I have not. No, are these the... they appear in the agency window, don't they? Honest to God, me and Xbox went yesterday to go and see, just have a spy, just see what was inside. We went in a kind of just cheap little frigates just to go in and see what's about and what's inside those sites. And we couldn't warp to it. It popped up in the agency saying set destination, so we set a destination. It was about 5 jumps away. We both got there. We both hit the warp 2 button. Nothing happened. The ships didn't even move, didn't even try. So after warping around for a bit, trying to see if we can find it, we decided, well, yeah, another wormhole. We decided that so this isn't working. So I had a quick Google and someone said you need combat probes to scan it down. So I got combat probes and started scanning down. Couldn't find it. Not even with combat scanner probes, could not scan it down. I found NPC miners. I even started scanning down structures. But honestly, in that system, there was like 12 structures. I was like, ugh. Considering this is just meant to be a quick fight. It was like 1:30, 2:30 in the morning. So it was just meant to be a quick 5 minutes before we leave, just to see what was inside. I was like, I am not scanning this entire system down. So I gave up. Couldn't get to it. Couldn't get into it in the end. Not sure if there's like other requirements. Maybe it won't let you warp in unless you've done X, Y, Z. You've got an invite from someone. Maybe you have to officially tell Concord you're doing them or something. But yeah, I couldn't get into them. Paint dries very fast. Oh, sorry, very slow. That it does. Gas harvesting's not the most exotic thing to be doing. If you want high action content, then you definitely do not want to be like, you know, going for gas. It's not like, oh, let's do something awesome today. Let's get the guns going. Let's get Jeremy heart racing. But yeah, gas isn't really going to do that for you. How are we doing on the old gas front anyway? Slowly filling up. We might have to split one of these down and give Xbox some of them as well. These run the Abyss sites. I have not done the Abyss in a while actually. I think I've done a stream on it. I've done 2 streams actually. We went from I set myself like a challenge was to run all of the Abyss sites, sorry, each level of the Abyss sites in 2 ships. So basically you'd start at level 1 and you'd run 2 level 1 sites, and then you'd move up to level 2 and run 2 level 2 sites, then move up to level 3 and run 2 level 3 sites. If you lost a ship, you were allowed to then pick another one. And if you lost that ship, that was it. You had to go back to level 1 and start again. Just like a little challenge. I got up to level 4. Yeah, I lost 1 ship, I think, at level 3s, and then I refitted and got into another ship, and then completed the level 3 ones, and then got into level 4, and I completed 1 level 4, and then died in the second level 4. Don't think I got into level 5, but I can't remember now. But yeah, there's some tasty loot in the Abyss, like, even running at level 1. You can fit a nice little, you know, trying to think of a Mars ship I could use. Probably an Omen. Probably fit an Omen. So you want to have an Omen run them. You can fit the Rupture. Is it the Rupture I'm thinking of? It's the Minotaur ship. I don't fly Minotaur very often, but there's a Minotaur ship flies it quite well. Rupture, yeah, you can use a Rupture. Rupture does them quite well. Right, I have scanned from API, GMW, GVS, HRT, NYU, and found no other gas sites. Have you done VIR, T, QB, QVP, and PVS?
TQB is actually a gas site, and I've just got 3 left, and I've got the whole lot scanned down.
Alright, I'll just, I'll get TQB then if that's a gas site. We'll go to that one next. Did I call my probes then? No, I didn't. Hey. Right, so this will be our next site.
There should be a share button.
Should be, shouldn't it? The best way I can think of doing it is in co-op locations. I've put a folder for fleet bookmarks, so if there's anything of interest, you can whack it in there rather than everyone scanning it down. But unless there's like 10 of us, so there's no point really. I use the Thorax. I'm not trained too well into them, although I have started training into the Caldari ships. Pretty sure that is the Caldari ship, isn't it? The Thorax. Because I've recently started using the hybrid weapons. Oh, that's why I'm on the wrong. I was thinking, why can't I fly the Minotaur ships and stuff? I'm on the wrong account. I'm on my minor, so I can't fly anything. But yeah, on my main Disowned hero, he started flying the Galente ships and starting using hybrid weapons as well. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Right, let's get this one scanned down. Yeah, it's Galente, isn't it? Thorax. So I'm training into their T3 at the moment. Going for an all-out cloaky blaster fit. Proteus? Pretty sure that's what that's called. That's gonna have like obscene DPS, because my Legion's cool. I do love my Legion, fly my Legion quite a lot. It's my go-to ship if I'm doing something new. I'm like, I take the Legion. It's like bulletproof and has decent DPS. But when I simulate a Proteus fit, like for just max damage, I'm like, wow, blows the Legion out the water. So I thought, let's get one. It can be quite cool just to get one of them, put a cloak on and just warp right up to people and uncloak and blast them in the face. Still not on D-scan, which is cool. I've got the Pokemon theme tune stuck in my head because my oldest has started watching Pokemon now, and every time I go downstairs it's just Pokemon on the telly. Let's change a few things here. There we go. There we go. So we've got a minor perimeter. This is going to have very poor gas inside, I think. The word minor does not really make me think of, you know, a max ISK per hour, as opposed to, which one are we in now? Oh, I don't know, do I? Because I walked to Xbox. There we go, so I've got that one. I'm going to call my probes back now because Xbox has basically scanned everything else down, so I'll just warp to him if I need to go to something else. Now all we need to do is just sit here and pass the time. We could go bump Xbox, couldn't we? Where is he? Oh, the cloud's gone. Could have warned me. Alright, let's go to the next one. How long has that how long has that cloud been gone? And no one actually popped up and said, hey, you're not mining. So what, we could have been sitting there for like 10 minutes, you know.
I was kind of just scanning down the last 2 signatures in this room.
Yeah, come on. Alright, so let's get to this one. That's why I need a micro warp on these. I did just have an afterburner. Every time I came out on this thing, I was like, oh, I forgot to get a micro warp, I remembered this time, so now we can quickly travel over to the second cloud. I want to go back on the general. Well, let's lock it up first. If I can't lock it, I've got to be within 15, quite close. You have no room. I'm empty. Damn it, I'm full. Xbox, I'm full again. That's why I stopped mining. Right, I'm gonna... How much space have you got in your cargo? In your ore hold? In fact, I could just do this, couldn't I? There we go. I moved 25 over, so now I've got an extra 50.
I could probably take about another 1,000 off this. We're gonna have to go back.
Okay, tell you what, I will hold fire where I am now. You just take as much as this as you can. Yeah, take as much as that as you can. Have you got it? Is there anything left in there?
Yeah, I'm going to take about 150 and still have a little bit of room left for this guest crowd.
Wait, what's that? Oh, do I have to drag it in? Yeah, into the ore hold. Alright, so I've got about 1,000 MP left, so I can get some of this. Oh, we're not a cap. So I can get some of this cloud, and then it's going to be home time.
Yeah, the rest will probably be walking in soon.
Yeah, the rest will be coming in soon. You have no room. Go drop it off. Yeah, I really should go drop it off, but since we've already started the timer on this gas site, Lord Draken, we might as well. In fact, there they are now. Right, so I'm heading to the exit. I'm going to head home. I'm going to drop all this off. I mean, they're cruisers, so that's going to take them a while to lock me up. See how fast I warped in? We've left Xbox behind. He's probably changed his rigs and stuff around to get better tank, maybe. I'm like, nah, give me the speed. I just want to get out of there as soon as. Alright, so I'm going to go and drop this stuff off. You have to come back with me because I didn't bookmark the exit, the first one. I'm also actually going to remember to save this as well. Save location, put that as entrance, so I remember how to get back in. Oh, good man, so you did. What's this location at north?
Drive active.
Now I'll bookmark the way back in as well, so I can come straight back. And other than that, I need to take this to... Where do I need to take this to? Probably one of the refineries. Let's take it to minus moon base. Set that destination. Well, I don't need to save the location because it's in called bookmarks. Yeah. Right, so we're only, what, 2 jumps away? Yeah, 2 jumps away. Right, so I'll drop this off, mate, and then meet back here. Oh, I forgot to flip and save it.
We dropping it off back at
it's still saved
base or
yeah, I'm taking it to minus moon base, just drop it off in there. As I say, I'm not really doing anything with this gas yet. I'm just kind of storing it until I can figure out if I want to sell it, or maybe find a station somewhere that offers reactions for a reasonable tax rate.
Yeah, to make the boosters you need to also add fuel blocks as well.
Yeah, I'll figure all that out when and if I go to it.
Yeah, avoid you're going to end up with a full work bit.
Where we go? What? I've set the destination to minus. Where is it taking me? It should have been 2 jumps away. Failing. I'm failing quite a lot. Well, we all have those days, don't we? I've just had that week, I think. I know I keep banging on about like how much bad luck I've had, but honest to God, you won't believe it. Absolutely pretty much everything I've done. I mean, even right down to like, Joe, oh well, I'll get a decent battlecruiser and I'll take on the NPC mining fleets. And the first one I go to is a flipping battlecruiser miner fleet that comes in. It's like, why? Why does it have to? I hardly ever run into them. Even when like corp members just say, "Can I just come and shoot at something for them?" So the NPCs don't mind the belt out as fast. I'm like, yeah, sure. Shoot at them and just run away. And Joe, at the most I might get a cruiser one. And as soon as I actually decide, Joe, what, let's fight them, flipping battleships come in. It's like, how unlucky is that? Right, so let's jump through here. Let's make sure we're going the right way. Yeah, Rohammer next.
Warp drive active.
So when we go back, we should still have one gas site left, and we should get. I should get at least a third, if not a half, of my ore hold filled with that. And then if we find another one, then we'll also run another one and get a full ore hold, and we'll see exactly how much we made per hour from like these C2 wormholes. And then I'll probably call it at night, I think, because it's 3 hours so far. And as much as I actually love streaming, it's fun streaming, because I'm actually playing and talking to you guys. And well, it's obvious I kind of like making videos and content anyway. So yeah, I enjoy doing it. But you have to cut your losses somewhere. We're not really achieving much. And well, time is getting on as well. It's 10 past 12 for me right now. Alright, so let's dock up here. What have we got here? State mining. I've got 2 state miners here. 3 state miners. This is one of our refineries. And this was our kind of staging refinery, because it was one of our first structures, so we used to do everything kind of here. But now we've obviously expanded and got stuff all over the place. Yeah, I put that in there. I mean, I've collected a fair bit of gas so far. How much is this all worth? I haven't spent hours and hours and hours doing gas, but I have been out. It's probably about 4 or 5 trips now, so a few hours each. I've got, what, 63 mils worth of gas. That's not bad. Not mega money, but it's nothing to turn your nose up at. Right, so now we need to head back to Payak, which was this way. Was it? Ah, I forget. Where is Payak from us? Payak. Not that way. I'm on. There he is, Payak is our destination. It's now a race to see who gets there first. Ah, we're gonna win. So again, there was a few people who said that they'd never actually seen gas harvesting before. You don't have to do it in wormhole space. Don't think this is the only way to do gas harvesting. There is gas sites in high sec, low sec, and null sec. I believe the null sec ones that you need to watch out for, because they have a chance every time you complete a full cycle of your gas module. They have a chance of inflicting 2,500 DPS, I think, regardless of resists. I'd have to Google that, but basically you'll take damage, and it's enough if you haven't got like a properly fitted ship to take that damage. It's enough to like basically one-shot your ship, and it's I forget what the percentages are, but basically every time your harvester finishes, there's a small chance you'll take damage. And if you're unlucky enough, say you start both harvesters at the same time and both of them manages to take that amount of damage, you know, it could blow up your ship quite easily. And obviously gases are used for different things. The ones in wormholes are used for creating T3 components, ships, and all that kind of good stuff. But you do need reactions. You do, as Xbox said, you need fuel blocks and all that kind of good stuff to go with it. I presume you do. I'm just going off what he said. He said you need fuel blocks, so yeah, I'm just going off what he said because I've never actually done it. So basically, actually thinking about it, it's just dawned on me that anything T3 related, like the T3 cruisers, even the hulls, the modules, the rigs, well, not the modules, sorry, because obviously they're different, but the hulls, the hulls and the subsystems, I'm looking for. The hulls and the subsystems all come from wormholes, because you get the blueprints and all stuff from there. You get the components to build them from in there, the gas and all that stuff from in the wormholes. So yeah, kind of need a wormhole if you are planning on moving into T3 production. Yeah, if you are doing the null ones, you definitely want to stagger stagger these. So have one get halfway and then click on the second one. So obviously one will finish. And if you do take the damage, maybe if you've got a rep or something, you could warp off. Where's the entrance? There it is. So yeah, if you do take damage and you've got a rep, you can get your rep going to get your HP back up before the second one goes and could possibly blow your ship up. Or if one blows up and you're like, crap, I'm not in like an active rep kind of fit and I'm going to die if this one blows up, you could simply hopefully warp off before this finishes its cycle, and you shouldn't take the damage because you've moved away from the cloud. Well, not even warp off. You could, I'd say, just slow burn out of range because you have to be pretty close with these, like 1,500. So it's not hard to simply just double click in space and be like, run away. Do not want to take damage. Escape. Right, so I am in that wormhole, mate. I'm just going to go to my safe. Let me know when you're here, and we'll both warp to that gas site. Okie dokie. Alright, so we still got 13 viewers. I'm actually doing quite well, considering it's been quite a slow stream. I mean, usually when I do stuff on stream, it's, as I say, slow anyway, but this has been particularly slow. While waiting for Xbox, I knew you could have a nice spy at this venture. Look how much of a beast this thing is. I mean, we've got the official rust lines here where it's been scraped. We've got our 2 gas harvesters. Looks immense. Cannot think of a better looking ship in the game. Joking, obviously. Although these things are extremely useful. I mean, everyone's like, oh, it's Adventure. It's like it's the first one you get as a new player. It's the smallest one. Do you know, it's kind of a bit pointless. But these things, I find myself coming back to the Venture over and over and over again, just because it's, well, it's not a bad little ship. If you've got like a small amount of stuff to haul about when it comes to like ore or gas, you just load it up in this and off you go. It's fairly fast because obviously it's a frigate sized. It's got the +2 warp core strength on it, so that comes in handy if you have to go through low null sec, even in wormholes for gas. Perfectly handy if someone does warp in, unless they've got like a scram and some super scrammer or two of a point module, they're not going to be able to get you. You do see battle ventures from time to time. And for mining, by the way, for gas harvesting, should I say anyway, the Venture and the Tech 2 variant, the Prospect, is it? Yeah, the Venture and the Prospect are the best ships for like gas yield. If you get a Venture with 2 Tech 1 gas harvesters, which I've got here, it will mine gas faster than any other ship, even if it has like 5 of these on there. 2 of these with the bonuses from the ship will outmine or out harvest any other ship in the game, even if it has more of these. Same with Tech 2. If you put 2 Tech 2 ones on here and then get another ship maxed out with 5 Tech 2 harvesters on there, so this one will still collect gas faster. Oh, it's also cheap as well. And yay, my phone's going. Hey babe, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're live right now. Say hi.
Oh, no. Have you taken the liquid out of my bag?
No.
Are you sure? Because it's not in my bag.
Oh, the boys did. I threw it to you earlier.
You didn't.
I did. So I said, this is yours, and I threw it down the stairs, and you caught it.
I don't remember that, but
Well,
it's not in my bag.
It happened. Can you run the shopping and buy some more?
No, the shop's closed.
Well, I don't know what to do, babe. I'll definitely throw it to you. Well, I'm going to take you off loudspeaker because you are literally live talking to everyone right now.
I know, but I'm not.
Alright, say it again. Has no one else got anything to lend you? You just have to ask them. I definitely threw it to you. Even better.
Not really.
Well, that just means you'll use it less.
I'll just make it see.
No. Alright, I'll let you go then, babe. Alright, bye-bye. Bye. Wow, it's a good job I actually took her off speaker then. She was not happy. There was swearing and all sorts going on then. Essentially, she left her handbag. She left her handbag on the side, and the kids had got into it and took her e-cig juice out. And I definitely threw it to her because I was like, why is this on the middle of the floor? And I was like, babe, this is yours, and threw it to her, and she's not put it back in her bag, and she's on a full night shift. And she's like, I've got no fluid. I'm like, well, I threw it to you. What else do you want me to do? I physically gave it to you. Are you here yet, anyway?
The wrong wormhole took me into null sec.
Oh, that was clever, wasn't it? Do you want me to... Which wormhole are you in? Have you gone into the first one and you can't find the second? Hello?
Yeah, I'm in the second room.
You're in the second room. Alright, if you just want to warp there now, let me know when you're in warp and I'll set off as well. Gone very quiet, hasn't he? Hello?
Yeah, just give me a sec, got this quick.
God.
Just warp in the room and I'll join you soon.
Okie dokie.
Warp drive active.
Real life obviously comes first. I'll never moan at anyone for being like, no, you can't leave your computer, you have to come and play spaceships with me. Alright, let's walk in here. Minor perimeter, yeah, so it's not a... Shouldn't have any NPCs in unless someone else has already opened it up. We've got nothing on D-scan still, which is nice. Need to click the all tabs to get the castle. We've got 72 and 70. 72 is obviously the one we want here. Ideally, if you can get into like C3, C4s, that's where you start getting C32, C28, and they're worth a fair bit more. If you can find this stuff here, by the way, you definitely want that. That is worth, I think these are worth, how much are these worth per unit? I'll find out when I actually start harvesting, but give me an estimated price. But these are worth a considerable amount more. It looks like you put another harvester on it. There, I always had two. Is it maybe the ship you're looking at? I've only got two on the ship as well. Your guns, you always have double the guns because it puts them on one side and on the other side, so the animation obviously works correctly. Because otherwise, if this was like lasers or something, and you only had them on one side, if someone was this side, it would look like it was shooting for your own ship. So you have like obviously double everything you put on it when you actually look at your ship. Right, so now I want to orbit this at 500, and I need to get these things going. Damn it, that one. And that's it, we'll just start harvesting away. Visually on the very front, we have their headlights. I'm pretty sure that's not what you're talking about though. But yeah, we've got 3 hard points. I don't know why, because you can actually fit 2 things on this. So we've got 2 on this side, and then obviously on the other side as well to keep it symmetrical too. So as you can see, the gas cloud is obviously on the right of me, so the right ones are firing. Even though these, I've only got 2 modules, so that'll be classed as the same module, and that'll be classed as the same module. So if the gas cloud was on the other side, you'd find these 2 lit up, or if it was directly underneath me, like this one, and maybe one on this side might light up as well. But you'll see only 2 will fire at the same time, so you only have 2. On the front box. No, that's definitely blanked off. You can see there's 2 blank, absolutely nothing there. I'm trying to look for something else that might look like a gun or some sort of turret. It's just a square kind of hard point thing. I've got these 2 here. They're just like kind of lights inside. We've got lights on the top here, but nothing on the back. Are you joking me? Oh, I've moved on. I thought I was full again then. What did I set the orbit to? 500? Stop being a pain in the ass and just do as you're told. Unless I accidentally orbited this one. I'll just move towards it. We'll get within range again. Right, now orbit this at 500 meters. You need to be within 1,500. That should be well enough. There should be no reason for this slow ship to go outside of 1,500. You just can't. I mean, they've designed this ship to look like it should have 3, but if we open up the fitting, you can see these here. They take up a hard point, and we only have 2 hard points. So even though it's got space to like visually have 3, you can only actually fit 2. You haven't got any missile launchers, so it's not like you can put two of these and a missile on there to fill the 3rd one up. But there's physically nothing you can put on there to fill up this 3rd one. Just the way it was designed. Maybe originally, going way back, maybe it did have 3, and maybe they nerfed it to just have 2. So I'm not sure, but yeah, you can only actually fit 2 on there. Let's keep an eye on D-scan. I'm not sure where Xbox is. He's not even on D-scan. Maybe he's like logged off for 10 minutes or something. Can it have the Tech 2 have 3? I am not 100% on that actually, because I can't fly it. But let's just have a look. Fitting. No, that's the same. It can only fit 2. But it has the same bonus as well. So it gets 5% reduction to gas cloud harvesting duration for every mining frigate bonus. So, oh, sorry, when I was talking about like this is the best one, obviously you do need to have this maxed out. Having like mining frigate bonus to level 1, you know, won't beat me. Which one of these can do gas? I don't even know if these can do gas or get the bonus to it anyway. Obviously you can throw the gas harvesters on anything and put them on a thrasher if you really wanted. Strip mining and ice. I can't quite see that other one because it's hiding behind this. Ship info. Yeah, no other mining ship actually gets the bonus to the gas, and it's that bonus that makes it just better than any other ship. Or at least that's what Google keeps telling me. So I could be wrong. But when I googled it and when I asked other people in the corp, they were like, yeah, it's the best one to get. Yeah, it's the exact same hull. They just literally changed the skin on the T2. The T2 does have a larger hull, and it does have a little bit more tanking. Bear in mind, it's still a frigate, so don't expect to go up massively tank-wise. But it has a little bit more of a tank, more cargo space, based on the same hull. I think fitting's the same, but it can use the covert ops cloaking device, which means that you can warp around cloaked. So when you're like scanning down and going into wormholes and stuff, you'll be nice and safe and cloaked up, and it means you can stay out longer as well. But as I say, you can usually fill up or get like probably about three sites before the NPCs come in. And those 3 sites will fill this up. So if you want to stay longer than 3 sites, so you could do, but that's a considerable amount of time. And here is Xbox now, just warping in. Should have warped to me. Obviously, he's not that clever. Noob. Isn't there one more level to those ships like Cloaky? Yeah, it's the Tech 2 is the Cloaky one. I don't see the point really in having a cloak. When people come out with us in fleets, they tend to drop the scanner probe off and then replace it with a cloak so they can cloak up. And same again, if someone warps in here, they will simply, rather than trying to warp away and possibly getting caught if they've got a fast lock kind of thing, they'll just cloak up in the gas site instead. But I'm like, nah, run away. Run away is always the best option. So yeah, you can put a standard cloak on these. Obviously, you just have to either lose a harvester or the combat probes. Pretty sure the Tech 2 one does have an extra high slot to fit that cloak in without disrupting anything else. In fact, no, it doesn't. Alright, so that kind of completely nerfs that ability to fit a covert ops cloak if you can't actually fit a probe launcher at the same time, or you'd have to lose a hard point. One of the gas harvesters. I mean, it's only 24 mil, so it's not hugely expensive for a T2 ship. Like I say, I've never seen the advantage of it. It's got the bigger ore hold. It does have a bigger ore hold on it, I can say that now. But it's for the price and trading into it and for its bonuses, it's like it doesn't actually outmine this venture. It does the same mining yield, but it can fit that covert ops cloak, and it has a bigger ore hold and slightly more tank and stuff. But considering again that even in the Tech 2 variant of this ship, you are still not going to be going up against the sleepers that warp in. I mean, you see in the last one, we're only in the C2 here, and it was 2 cruisers. If you really want to take 2 sleeper cruisers on in a venture, no, I don't. So regardless, I'll be running away. Let's keep an eye on D-scan here. We have nothing but Xbox with us. Yeah, basically, they're a big vacuum that just goes, sucks everything in. Yeah, they've put, obviously you've got to put some sort of animation on, so they've put like a kind of lighter animation, but you can see, yeah, it's sucking the cloud in. And this cloud is massive. So when you orbit at 500, I mean, if you just go next to it and sit still, you'll basically sit still, like, just on the edge here. But if you orbit it, you can end up, like, in an orbit, which is, like, 30 km, so in radius, just round and round and round and round. So if someone did come in to look for you, even if they were cloaked up, so the chances of them actually being able to come and find you, or, like, get next to you without uncloaking themselves on the cloud, is, it's possible, don't get me wrong, if they've got patience, it's possible. But chances are they're just going to head straight towards you and get stuck in the cloud, or spend the next 10 minutes navigating around the cloud to get next to you. Bear in mind, we're also moving at 440 meters a second, so it just helps when people come in to try and find you if you're orbiting the cloud rather than sitting still. Yep, you can get skins for them. I just unfortunately do not have any. Like I say, this is like an Ultraman. It does the stuff which Disowned Hero used to do, and I decided, you know, it's not worth my main doing this stuff. As in, he might be away in a wormhole or in low sec, or just in a system where I'm running missions or something, and then I'd have to come all the way back to get my haul. Like, 'cause I want to haul stuff, I'd have to come all the way back to where I do mining to do mining. I was doing a lot of traveling, so I created Miss Hero here, and she does mining, hauling, PI, and, well, gas as well. And yeah, since she's just like an alt that does the kind of work, I don't see the point in buying the skins for her. So yeah, there's quite a few we've got here. We've got the same as all the other mining ships. You know, we can change it to be a Sancha, Minmatar, Garistas, Galente. You know, all the faction ones basically just changed the, easy to see with the Amar. You see, it just changed the colour scheme to match like the Amar ships or Angel. We have the Glacial Drift, which I've never really liked this skin. It's a bit plain and a bit there. That's like the blue. We have the Morphite Shine, like a nice coppery red. Hard for me to see since I've got two big white lights shining in my eyes. Payday Dirt makes it like just kind of black and clean. Load Strike, which I've missed out here. And yeah, that's it. That's all of them for that one. But yeah, nothing too fancy bear in mind. There's a frigate, so they don't tend to put super fancy, flashy, you know, skins on these things. But if you wanted a skin, you can get them, and they're fairly cheap because it is just a venture. It's not like you're buying a skin for a Nyx, which might be a bit expensive. Alright, so we just need to sit here now. What we've been here, I haven't been paying attention. I don't know if we've been in here for actually mining or harvesting. I'm up to 4 mil already. So there is money to be made here. Again, not going to say it's like the best way in the game ever to make money, just sitting here mining the clouds. Obviously what you do with the clouds afterwards would help. If you were actually putting them into production, you could increase the value of it like yourself by making things with it. But just to actually mine it or harvest it and sell it, sure, it's not a bad way to spend your time. Of course, you're not matey. I would rather have, excuse me, I would rather have, you know, 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 50 people asking questions and actually communicating and talking in the chat, and then have me do nothing but spin a ship in station and chat to you guys, then sit here and talk to myself whilst doing, I don't know, anything. So that's the whole point of streaming, isn't it? To talk to you guys. I love talking to you guys. I mean, there's 12 people watching. I obviously don't mind if people just want to put it on in the background, maybe whilst they're eating the dinner, maybe they're in work, which does happen. There's a few people who watch when they're like, I'm in work at the moment. I'm like, okay, I won't tell you, boss, don't worry. But yeah, to actually chat away with you guys and talk, that's the whole point of streaming. Otherwise, I would just stick to doing videos and playing. Well, I wouldn't say playing by myself, but just talking to myself to a camera. To have people talk back, is a bonus. One day will be massive, and there'll be like 10,000 of you all sitting there, and I'll be like, hey. We literally can't leave station because I'm too busy flicking through chat. Where's Xbox? We could always bump him away from the cloud again, couldn't we, and annoy him? You'd be expecting it now though, because I'm pretty sure he's still in the chat somewhere. He's still watching. D-scan, let's keep on top of D-scan. Well, like I said, if you're not used to wormholes, just presume that the whole time you're in a wormhole, there is, oh, there goes now. Just presume the whole time you're in a wormhole there is someone right next to you cloaked up, because that's typically the way. You might see a few practices every now and then show up on D-Scan, but they're typically doing their own thing. But if anyone's actually out here doing PvP, they will pretty much 90% of the time be in a cloaked ship. And the people who tend to rove around wormholes, they know what they're doing, they know how to get close enough to you. If they're actively hunting like a certain cluster of wormholes, they've already bookmarked all of these like scanning points here. They'll scan them all down themselves. They'll simply come in, they'll hit D-Scan and go, oh, there's ventures there, right? They're either going to be at the mining ones or they're going to be at the gas ones, and they'll just simply D-Scan you down. They'll warp in cloaked, they'll get right on top of you cloaked, uncloak, grab you, and you're like, oh, damn it. And it happens quite a lot. It happened to me last in a Legion, like a 600 mil Legion, running the the sleeper combat sites. I had wingspan, cloak up, uncloaking about 6 or 7 ships right on top of me, and I had no idea they were there. On D-Scan, I'd seen a bubble had been put up, thought nothing of it, thought, well, if someone's camping the wormhole like entrance and exit. A bubble miles away from me is not going to affect me in any way until I want to leave. And then I seen one Stratios for a second pop up on D-Scan, and again I thought nothing of it. I seen a Stratios, my mind went straight to, okay, there's someone else in here running combat sites, or probably running the data and relic sites. Thought nothing of it. Didn't realise that was actually wingspan. They had bubbled the exit so I couldn't escape, and one of their guys had accidentally, because I spoke to them afterwards, they had a good chat with them, spoke to them for like 2 or 3 days through emails and stuff, and not on comms, but through the chat as well, started private chats with them. They were just talking away. But yeah, it turns out that one of the guys had accidentally uncloaked themselves, and they thought, oh, we've screwed this up, he's going to know we're here. But I didn't think nothing of it. I stayed, and yeah, they'd followed me for about half an hour. As they were waiting for more people to come in, because like one person seen me and they're like, we've got a Legion here, so who wants to join me taking them out? And then one person was like, yeah, give me 10 minutes, I'll be there. And then he turned up, and then someone else kind of went, oh, actually, yeah, I'll join in with that, can you wait like another 10 minutes and I'll be there? And then by the time they knew it, like 6 people had joined in, and I was still running the same sites, even after I'd seen a Stratios on D-Scan, even after I'd seen the bubble had gone up. And yeah, they literally just all uncloaked right on top of me. In fact, see if I can find, if I know it's not this character. But yeah, I lost my Legion. There was Lokis, Stratioses, Asteros. I think there's like 2 or 3 Lokis there actually. Xbox no worries, mate, if you're disappearing after this one. As I was saying, I'll probably disappear myself. There's no others in here, is there? There's no other gas sites in here, is there? Hello? You still on comms, matey?
Yep, still on comms.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no other gas sites in here, is there?
No, there isn't. Just this last one.
Alright, so I might call it a day myself, because it's 3.5 hours, so we'll see how much we get from this entire site before the NPCs come in, and then we'll head back.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll call it a night after this one. I mean, unfortunately, I didn't empty my flipping cargo before I got here. I mean, they're due in now anyway. I usually get about between a third and half full, depending on the timer. Because the timers are random. They're not like, so you look at your watch or you Google it and someone says, right, it's exactly 30.5 minutes, and it'll always be 30.5 minutes. It's kind of, it's a bracket. It's like it'll be between 10 and 15 or between 13 and 17 kind of thing. So yeah, you definitely don't want to go to a gas site and be like, oh, I've got 10 minutes, I'll go make a cup of tea, because you could come back and they could have come in at 7 minutes, they could come in at 13, you know, it's just around that time. At least I made a little bit back from my losses. Yeah, I did. I mean, I'm not struggling for money at the moment, because if you look down below, there's a link there which is aimed at anyone who wants to start playing the game. You can click that link and you can create a new character, and it'll give you 750,000 extra skill points, so near enough 1 million skill points extra when you first start playing, just to help you get into the game that much faster. And if you do use that link, and then later on in life start paying to play the game, I get given a small amount of plex, and as you can see, I've got quite a few people playing. I've got 100. Last time I checked, it was like 120 people had used that link. And out of that 120, I think I'm up to about 30, 35, which have actually clicked the button to start playing. And that's where this plex comes from. I keep getting like, I'll log in. It'll be like, you've got an extra 150 today. A week later, it might say here's another 300. 2 people have used it. A week after that, it might be like here's another amount. And as you can see, it just stacks up. I'm up to near enough 7 bill now, and pretty sure I used about a bill of that yesterday, just buying odd bits and bobs. So money-wise, I'm actually not doing too bad. So losing a stereo or two, is nothing. I mean, I nearly bought a Marshall. So I was like, I've got this money now, what should I do with it? I was like, I'll buy a Marshall. But I had to talk myself out of it because I was like, I really want a Marshall, but I have no use for it. And to have a ship that's worth like 5 billion sitting there, because that's how much it would cost to get the blueprints and actually make the thing and buy all the components, would be 5 billion. I was like, what am I seriously going to do with a Black Ops ship that's worth 5 billion? Because we don't do any Black Ops-y stuff. I was like, yeah, I'll leave it. Especially ones, because all the Concord ships get a bonus to security status. So if you're killing NPCs, like Guristas, Blood Raiders, you get an extra 10% security gain, on top of what you would usually get if you're flying the Concord ships. But the Marshall doesn't get that, and I was like, oh, I can't even buy it and convince myself that I'm getting it to help get me security status up because it doesn't get that bonus. So yeah, I don't know what I'll do with that. You spent 1 bill today. Well, I spent 3. I mean, I literally came on about 2-3 minutes before I actually started the stream, and I've already bought the luxurious yacht thing for what, 380 million, and then bought 3 Asteros for 110. So I'm not far off a billion, I don't think. Right, so that one's depleted Xbox, in case you haven't noticed. So now we'll just head over to this other one here. Turn that one off. Come down, D-scan again. Yeah, so the NPCs are due any time now, really. Sometimes they come just before you finish the first cloud off. Sometimes they come just after you've started the second one. But again, it varies from site to site. Hello, Phil36. How's it going, matey? You are a new name. I don't think I recognise your name. Could be mistaken. I haven't streamed for a while. But welcome aboard. Thanks for watching. Alright, let's get close to this one. And then we can start thingy in this one as well. I do like to thingy things quite a lot. Yeah, but when it comes to earning my losses back, to be honest, I genuinely do actually earn more than I lose overall. You kind of have to, otherwise you would be out of the game, pretty damn quick. So I lost 3 Asteros today, but chances are I probably won't lose another ship for at least a few days. And in that time, I would have done a few missions. I would have ran, I'd have gone high-sec looting again, because that's like my new favourite thing at the moment. I probably might have done a bit of mining, because I've got an orca sitting there. Definitely some more exploration, because I'm going to be doing a video on that soon. So I'll make the money back for these ships I wouldn't say fairly quickly, but I'll make it back before I start losing things again. Unless my bad luck's going to continue and every ship I seem to fit and take out just gets lost, in which case I might run out of money pretty soon. Alright, so what are we up to, Esquire? So up to 7.9 million. Like I say, this isn't the best gas to be going for, especially this full rate 70. That's quite far down on the list, isn't it? Yeah, this stuff's going to be worth pennies. What's the estimated value? For 1. No, I can't see for 1, can I? Alright, but 80 of this is 186, which means if we times that by 10, because obviously we've got 820 of this, that should make this 1.8 mil, and it's not, it's 7, so that's the price difference there. Yeah, so times that by 8 is going to give us what, 1.2, 1.3 mil for the same amount. Yeah, it's quite a considerable difference there in prices. And again, if you can jump from this C72 up to C32, it's quite a big jump again for the same amount. I mean, for half a cargo hold, where for the C32, definitely be over 10 million as opposed to just what we're on now. And if you can get these things here, these are worth a lot. Okay, if you can get a full cargo hold of that, you're talking like 50 mil-ish. You're dragging back. Around D-Scan again. I mean, to be honest, if it's me and I'm like hunting around in wormhole space, which I haven't done for a while, but which I used to do in my Legion quite a lot. If I see an adventure, typically I wouldn't bother unless I was having a slow day and didn't find anyone whatsoever. And I'm like, oh, I might as well try the venture. So, but normally I wouldn't go after a venture because you do need to have like a blood raider point or something to be able to cope with the +2 warp core strength, or have two points on you, 2 scrams on you. So typically they're not worth going after unless you can one-shot one of these things. You know, they typically can align and run away before you can actually blow them up. So yeah, in ventures you are, I wouldn't say safe at all. You're never obviously safe in Eve anywhere, but people generally will just bypass ventures and just go for something else. The most expensive type of gas is, let's bring my list up, don't know why I closed it to be honest. What's on the utilities, notepad. Anything with the 3 digits, okay, so after this is basically in order of most expensive at the top, least expensive at the bottom, and I got these prices on the 24th of the 2nd, so they do need updating, but generally this will be like pretty much the same order. I mean, C28 might swap with this one, or might go up 1, but this one's not exactly going to go bump to the bottom, or, well, someone could play the markets and that could happen, but they shouldn't do. Here we go, we've got NPCs here, mate. I'm just going to go back to the exit. But you can get the C320 and C540. They appear in specialist sites, the names of which I forget. They can only be found in C5 and C6 wormholes. And to be honest, as soon as the wormhole like sites kind of respawn, you know, when they come up, these get mined out pretty quickly. You know, people jump on straight after downtime to get these because they're just worth that much. After that, you got C32, C28, C72. These ones are all good to go for. Why am I not jumping? Oh, I'm on the wrong tab, that's why. These 3 are all good to go for. Anything below these, to be honest, is a bit like, you know, unless you're struggling to find wormholes and struggling to find sites like we kind of were, it's not really worth. Oh wait, it's in there, Corp, isn't it? There it is. It's not really, just warp to it. It's not really worth mining these ones. I mean, we jumped through about 3 wormholes. The first sites we went to were kind of, I mean, the first C5 we got to was empty. There was no gas sites in there. The second wormhole we went into and we found some gas sites. They'd already been activated. Someone had been there before us and the NPCs had already spawned. And then we went through this wormhole into another one. So that was what, 6 or 7 wormholes we'd scanned down and gone through to find these sites. So that's why we kind of stuck to them with the lower end gas. But yeah, it's definitely these ones. Once we get back to high sec, I'll be able to get prices for you actually. Obviously prices don't really work too well in wormholes. Here we are, so we're nice and safe now. So if we go to, pretty sure we're close enough to G to actually get G to prices. So if we type in full, it's not going to bring up full right. There we go. So full right. See, I mean there isn't even any for sale here. It's C320, but that's going for apparently 76k each. This one's 93,000 each. And then if we simply jump down to C32, which is the next one, C18. That is a big jump, isn't it? 93k, 73k, or 76k. It's an 18. And it's just literally just one gas down on the list. And then if you go to the next, like C28, I mean that's 18. 10, then eventually it goes down to C60, which is 2. So yeah, all these basically you just want to look for the higher ones, and there is lists, especially on the eUni website. If you go to the eUni website, there's lists of which sites generally have which gas in. So when you're scanning around, you don't even need to warp to the site to know like that's not going to have what I want. I want you know, more. I want more better gas than that, because again it takes time off you as well. Because if you mine 2 or 3 clouds of this stuff and it takes you like an hour or 2 to mine, well, it might take an hour, but let's just say an hour. Say it takes you an hour to get a full load of these 2, and then you've got to walk back through 2 or 3 wormholes, dock up, drop it off, walk back through 2 or 3 wormholes, and then scan down the next one. That's actually like 3 hours you've wasted, whereas if you just like scanned the next gas site down, you could have been this, or this, or this, or you know, the higher ones. So yeah, if you have the option, always look for the higher one, but if you are struggling, then just grab anything. Depends how greedy you are, to be honest. Because obviously to find a C5, you are going towards the more difficult areas of wormhole space where people most likely live and do the best to keep other people out. Right, so I'm just going to head back to minus Moonbase here. get ourselves stocked up. If anyone has any questions or anything you want to say, might want to say it now, because I'll probably be ending the stream pretty soon. But yeah, if you're going for, let's have a quick rundown of the ships. Obviously, you've got normal mining ships. Can't really comment too much on ores because obviously different ships perform differently. But if you're looking for the best ice mining ship in the game, like maxed out best implants, what gives you the best yield for ice, it is actually the Orca. For high sec, this is okay. I'm not going about like null or lower where you can use the bigger capital ships and that, but the Orca is the best for ice in the game. If you want gas and you want to like the best gas yields you can get, it is the Venture and its Tech 2 variants, the other like expedition frigates. They will give you the best gas yield compared to any other ship with more or less or better gas harvesters. It'll give you the best yield. Also, it's worth noting that there is different types of harvesters, and this is one actually which is definitely worth noting because you can get caught out of this and end up spending well over the odds compared to what you actually need. If I type in gas, I'm going to bring up the harvesters. No, it's not, is it? Just to Tech 1 and Tech 2. Oh, there we go, yeah. So you see this one here is worth 124. I'm not going to dock up yet. Oh, sorry, I can jump. So I thought I was about to dock. This one's worth 70 million, the plough gas harvester. This one is worth 124 million, the crop gas harvester. And then you've got the Tech 1 harvester, which is 1.2. This one, and this one can all be used at any gas harvesting level. All the gas harvesting levels do is allow you to use one extra harvester on your ship, up to a max of 5. Then once you get to level 5, you can use the Tech 2, which obviously gives you more yield again. But this one, and this one, despite the price difference between like 1 million and 124 million, they have exactly the same yield. They do not mine any more, they do not mine any less. They have the same cycle time, they mine exactly the same amount. The only difference is the actual fitting requirements. So if we look at the gas harvester 1, it's taken 2 power grid and 60 CPU, and it costs 1 million. If we go for this one, it's 2 power grid but only 48 CPU, and you're paying 124 mil just for that extra space on your fit. And if you go for this one, this is 2 and 30. That is the only difference, is that this thing's harder to fit or has more CPU than this one and this one. So yeah, so don't be fooled when you're like, oh, I'll just spend like an absolute fortune and get the best gas yield I can. There is no advantage over the crop one or the plough one over the Tech 1, other than if for some mad reason you are struggling to fit a gas cloud harvester 1 on a Venture, so you might maybe need to go for these. But I mean, if we look at my fit here, I'm not using Tech 2 or anything, but you can see how much space I've actually got left here. I could easily put like another 3 of these things on if I wanted. Well, 60 CPU each, so I could put another 1 on if I wanted, but I can't, so I haven't got the space. So just keep that in mind. Right, so that's all I pretty much got to say or do. How much did we get from that run? Where is it? Oh, sorry, it's in the... Stop it! I need to go... Oh, there it is. It's in the ore hold. We managed to get 8.5 million. I mean, the sites last, let's say, between 10 and 15 minutes. So that was 15 minutes. We spent 15 minutes actually gas harvesting and managed to get 8.5 million. So that's not bad. I mean, yeah, it takes time to find the sites and you have to add that on. And it takes time walking back and forwards when you get full, so you have to add that on. But generally, once you actually get into a site and start like harvesting the lower end stuff, which this basically is, you're looking at around 8.9, 8.5 mil every 15 minutes. Times that by 4. Oh, it's just rounded to 9. So 9, 18, 27, 36. 36 mil an hour. Actual harvesting. Yes, as I said, you've got time running back and forwards, but it's not bad, is it? That's better than what I get mining, like normal rocks. So yeah, I'm gonna take this out before I forget the next time I go out there. I've got lots of gas now. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it all. Boop. Yeah, so you see I've got this 32 there. 2,000 units worth 40 mil. 2,000 units. So this is worth 21 mil, so it's almost double. That is the difference between them, okay? If you get the right gas, you can almost double how much you're bringing home. I mean, that one, look at that, 3,000 units of that, and it's worth less than half of 2,000 units of this. Right, so that's it, guys. That's all I've got to say. If you did, I can't say that because it's on Twitch and you can't hit like. Oh, although I am going to upload it to YouTube, so if you are watching this on YouTube in the future. Technically, I'll be in the past, you'll be in the future. Then hit that like button down below. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're on Twitch, check out my YouTube channel. It's full of super awesome, mega cool stuff, and definitely worth a watch. A subscribe will be much appreciated as well. Yeah, this will be going over to YouTube, so if you do want to comment or anything on it later on, if you are watching live, then feel free. It just might take a while to actually get the thing uploaded. Other than that, I'll see you all right here very soon for another video / live stream. Bye bye. I will actually stay in the chat, by the way, for like 5 minutes in case anyone has anything they want to say. But yeah, I'll be ending the stream now, or at least going over to the ending soon screen anyway. So yeah, see you soon, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Yeah, see you soon. See you soon. See you soon.